Yo, we got some yos in chat already. I love it. 3 yos to start. Yana, Heart, Ketchup, and Gutter Boy, what's up? Happy Friday night. It is late, but I'm finally ready to stream. Oh my god. It's already 8:40 p.m. I was going to try to start tonight at 7, but things are happening. Things going on. Things cooking life, doing life things. Today's been an absolutely crazy day. Not for the best reasons, but not tease you guys. Just crazy news back home. Promise I don't want to get into it. It's wild. You wouldn't care anyway, but Glass of Spiders, thanks to the 12 months. Welcome back. That's 1 freaking year. That's amazing. You're the best. Tingus with 66 months. Dude, that's crazy. Only 600 more months until the devil unleashes. Are you like one of his lieutenants or something? You have to be connected to me for that long first. Get to 666, then you're unleashed. Scary. Don't sound friendly at all. It's an evil fish. Grizzly Bear and Fat Deek. Fat Deek, hello, thank you for the subs. 39 months and 3 months. Yana with 8 months. Keel with 8 months. My god. My god. Well, thanks, Yana, dude. That's awesome. Congrats on the major milestone, man. That is a huge accomplishment, dude. I had no part in that, by the way. That is all you. Just background noise for you being awesome. Salt Gobbler, thanks to the 11 months. Keel, thanks to the 8 months. Harley, yeah, no, just to clarify, not rough on me, just crazy. I'll just, someone from my friend group. Never mind, just crazy stuff back home. I shouldn't say, but I'm not having a rough time, just chaotic, crazy, text flying all day, crazy stuff, just crazy stuff. But don't worry about me. Salt Gobbler, thanks to the 11 months. That's amazing. Subs rolling in, hype train kicking off. Man, let's get a duels run going. Let's get a duels run going. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do duels tonight. Just Hearthstone. I want to do a few hours of Hearthstone. I honestly want to do some Marvel Snap later, but I'm not gonna have time. I need to get a Hearthstone video going. So many videos to make always. I just put up a Snap video that had an error in it. It makes me sad. I got a card wrong for a card review. I didn't notice. It sounded wrong in my brain, but I couldn't figure out why, and then it was wrong. A website I used had an outdated version of the card, so sad. No easy way to correct content live on YouTube, unfortunately. It's kind of stuck. If you pull it down and re-upload it, no one gets to watch the rest of the video that's not wrong, because it dies on the algorithm if you can't edit stuff live for disclaimers. The best you can really do is put a comment and say, hey, I screwed up, and hope people see it, but not a life-changing mistake, so it'll be fine. Yeah, we may do two duels runs. Yeah, that's possible for sure. 100% possible. No Sam with 62 months chasing Mama and Papa Regis. Yeah, crazy. You're up there too. 66 months and 62 months today. Literally earlier today at dinner, my wife said, how long have you been streaming anyway? Like 3 years? And I said, no, 3 years. What do you mean 3 years? I have people at almost 7 years of subs, let alone I streamed before I had the sub button for a little while. It's actually been almost 6 years that I've been streaming, and she thought it was 3. She said, how long ago did you start your YouTube channel? Like 3 or 4 years ago? And I said, what are you talking? How do you not know this better? I started my YouTube channel in 2015. It didn't really start in earnest until 2016, but technically started it in 2015, just 7 years ago. My wife apparently has no good sense of time for how long I've been doing this. It's a really long time though. No Sam, thanks for the 62 months. No Sam, thanks for the 177 bits, dude. Yeah, Wild is definitely the oldest, isn't it? Yeah, true. People do kind of forget the COVID years, I guess. Yeah, that all blends together. Maybe she's just condensing it down, because I actually did go full time streaming right before like lockdown and stuff. That January, and then like I think it was like February, March, when everything started hitting crazy in the pandemic. That was the first few months I was full time streaming and not working anymore. So it took me 3-4 years to really fully drop off from work, but even though I probably could have 2 years earlier, and sort of wish I had 2 years earlier in hindsight, you know, the time it seemed risky. Now that it's worked out, you know, you think, oh man, I've only had 2 more years of a head start, imagine where I'd be now. But I cannot complain. Thanks, Nilaku. Yeah, I was just really lazy for a while there. That's all. So what are we gonna do, guys? Let's figure out a good duels run. Somebody talked about Dragon Paladin. I don't think we had tried Dragon. No, we did try Dragon Paladin. We tried, like, I think maybe it was Vandar Dragon Paladin. Shockspitter Hunter stuff, or fire. You can do fire, or there's not a lot of fire hunter cards though. We talked about big undead priest. There are probably some big undead druid cards too that are decent. We could do like a big undead death rattle. I don't know that these are the best hero powers for that, but you know, I bet it's not bad. We could also do an aggro undead. Maybe that's even better. That's probably going to win more. I don't know if I like that as much, but it would definitely win more, I bet. Aggro undead. Amy Luhu, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks to the hype train early, guys, by the way. It didn't quite go the distance, but boy, oh boy, I still appreciate it. Let's see. Druid, undead. Definitely got some good aggro stuff. Priest also has good aggro undead cards. Yeah, maybe we need to do Druid, Priest, aggro. I don't think... I think we want Omu for that, though. I think we want Omu if we do that, so we get the Treant hero power. I feel like this is better if we go for a greedy version. We could do Druidic Teaching and then like Staff of Renewal or something. Maybe we still do Adara though, because Adara is so insane. Yeah, I think actually we save the aggro version for Omu, because that one hero power with the Treants destroy a thing, and Treant is so insane for death rattles. I think we got to do this. A1056. I don't think any snap tonight. No. I wanted to, but I'm running out of time. It's getting late. We will definitely snap and Hearthstone tomorrow. So, yeah, man, I think a lot of people have been feeling burned out by Hearthstone. I don't know what to make of it. There's a whole video here discussing all of the Hearthstone stuff right now. I feel like I've been hearing so many people burned out and so many people, I don't know, just stressed about the game and stuff. I'm not feeling it quite as much as most, but I've also barely been playing any standards, so I don't think I've had any exposure to the stuff that people are feeling stressed about. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Some kind of distance between the expectations of a new class and the reality, or the hype expectations and the reality, or something. But also, I don't think the numbers are pointing for a terribly performing expansion or anything. So there's some different portions of the player base. Like there were a ton of people who hit Legend last month. I mean, like videos, I think are down a fair bit on YouTube, but not like crazy down or anything. Maybe not as high as people are expecting, but so I don't know. So, but I don't think you're alone anyway. I don't know if Marvel Snap is just like got some grass is greener type perspective. People are like, oh man, look how much fun these other games are having, and that's adding a contrast that's making Hearthstone seem a little less shiny type thing. I don't know. It's people are in a weird spot right now with the game, though. At least the certain portions of the audience. I don't know. We don't hear from the other portions of the audience, right? But I'm definitely hearing more dissatisfied people in my group, my portion of the audience or whatever. So it's like there's sort of people who are happily playing the game and silent about it. There's people who are unhappy with the game and playing, and then there's people who are unhappy with the game and left. And you know, you always have more vocal people who are unhappy, because people who are happy don't need to be as vocal, right? They don't have any reason to air their grievances. They don't need to squeak. The wheel is not squeaky or broken. So they're just having a good time. So, you know, we try to like measure the people who, how many people are vocally unhappy, and is it more than normal? Is it less than normal? Is it, you know, is there some reason more people are unhappy? Are there more of them, or are they just more unhappy? What are the kind of, it's hard to get a picture exactly. And then it's, you know, it's different portions of the audience. I think my audience like slower metas, and they might be more unhappy right now during this meta, for instance. Who knows? Anyway, I'm still having fun with Hearthstone. I'm not maybe having as much fun as other times I've had fun with Hearthstone, but I'm not unhappy, just less happy. Does that make sense? I haven't turned it into negative territory. Just haven't been having quite as much fun as other periods, but I'm sure that will come and go. As No Sam puts it, everything in waves. The game is aging and Snap is growing. Yeah, that's true. I gotta say, like, I don't know that we've turned the corner quite yet, but Snap is definitely catching Hearthstone in regards to video performance, for me at least. They're pretty much very similar, depending a little bit on the type of video and timeline, but they're definitely leveling out for sure. Anyway, let's do this. We got to get going. Let's do a more control sort of big undead deck, like a death rattle defensive undead deck, and then once we get Omu, we'll do the other like more aggro-y undead deck. But I think there are some cool undead bigger card synergies, so that you have Basaleph as like a big resummon of some awesome giant undead things, as opposed to perhaps a smaller version. So if we're gonna be defensive about it, do we still run cards like Shadowed Spirits? I mean, I think this is still a really nice finisher in theory, especially early in the run. It can be a really good finisher. Maybe that Grand Mummy. It's probably a little more aggro-y than I want. I kind of wanted more big stuff. I don't even know if I want these 3-drops really, because this could also summon big things, right? This doesn't have to be small things. So maybe it's more about control tools early, and then big, like 5+ cost undead later. Druid has, oh, Splinter Graft is undead. I didn't know that. That's cool. Not probably for this deck, but kind of cool. Under King's a good example though. Honestly, probably an Ubercon is a decent example as well. He's just a 7/7. You don't get the Battlecry back, I guess, but the Battlecry is good for our game plan. We want to be defensive. It's got the potential to swing and do a lot of big stabilization between the health and the maybe the mana cheat. I don't know, maybe not that good though. We don't have ways to gain extra armor, do we? Other big undead, Wormguard, Abominable Lieutenant's kind of a neat idea. Plagued Proto-Drake's got good death rattles for us. I think I like that angle a little better than, because we got the Zyrella coming in later, right? Flesh Behemoth could also do that. I don't have any ways to cheat these cards out though. Some of these have taunt, so we could maybe get endurance training as an angle. We have quite a few taunt cards. Maybe we want to our big undead to mostly have taunt, so that we can cheat out Flesh Behemoths and Disciples and so on. Are there any other good... Oh, dude, Plague Maw is kind of a fun idea. We could do Undead Taunt. Crypt Keeper, although we don't really have enough synergies for, maybe. Not that many, though, are there? I hate to say it, but I'm really not interested in Snap. I apologize for being that sort of viewer, Regis. You don't need to apologize for liking what you like, man. You do your thing, man. You're not. Your obligation is not to to watch my content, right? Your only obligation is to yourself and making sure that you're maximizing your enjoyment, because ultimately, who am I, right? What do you care about me? I appreciate the sentiment, that's really nice, but ultimately you got to look out for yourself, right? And you got to watch content that you enjoy. And yes, I'll admit sometimes I get sad, particularly doing like variety content, that I'm not able to translate you guys into other things sometimes all that successfully. It's frustrating, but it's not your fault. You don't need to apologize for it. It's my responsibility to find things that are engaging to you, not the other way around, you know? But yeah, you don't need to worry about me, Dragonord. You do you, man. Your only responsibility is to yourself. Okay. We boy, we don't have any early game. We have a hero power, but I think we need to, number one, I just added a bunch of expansions, so we have to rein that in. We can't have this many expansions. We need to be March of the Lich King, and maybe I think Saviors of Uldum, and maybe Alterac Valley, because this is Alterac and this is Alterac, both of which are pretty good for us. As far as other cards, though, in Alterac Valley, are there other good cards? Like Druid stuff's kind of garbage. A lot of beast synergies. This has Taunt, I guess. Guff could be cool. We don't hate Scale of Onyxia. Some Death Rattle. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if it's great, though. If we could maybe limit ourselves to just Lich King and Saviors of Uldum, I think there's probably more synergies. That's Barons. Yeah, man, I can't run all the fun cards I want, but this is probably the right way to do it. No, I don't know, man. Maybe Alterac's fine. We really do like the Spirit Guide a lot, and I like Undying Disciple a lot. Oh, but I gotta get a Zyrella in there. Oh, that's also Alterac. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we get a Mita too then. That's a good Death Rattle. Yeah, okay. No, I think Alterac's fine then. We could run Gift as a early game card and some life gain, some card draw. Druid stuff and Gift, nothing too exciting for early game. March of the Lich King, Druid early. Lingering Zombie's great, but I want to run things that are big for our undead, and I don't know if we need Grave Digging, by the way. This might be cuttable if we find stuff to run instead. Early game, 3 or less. Reborn's kind of cool, but pretty weak card on average to just have. Shadow Word Undeath. Nah. Not super sold. And then what else did I say? Uldum? Is Uldum really worth it just for a card tut? I kind of think it might be. That's fine. These are okay cards. Anubisat's probably okay. Overflow Oasis are okay. Could do Obelisk. I don't really love it. Something like Penance is actually quite good for us, I bet. Just having some kind of life gain. Psychopomp's good, isn't it? We have a lot of resable stuff. Still not like a ton of early game survivability. Oh, you know what else we didn't have is Astalor. We kind of need Astalor. He's just too good not to run, right? So this deck is very top heavy. Can we get by on hero powers and just stabilization? Do we need Shatterskin Gargoyle? No, we don't need this. Let's we got enough taunts for endurance training, hopefully. Let's run one more, some other early game defense card of some kind, even if it's like a chitinous plating. Hey, Nate Dog, thanks for the Prime sub. Hey, Commander Keen, thanks for the 48 months. That's awesome. Welcome. 4 years, actually. That's insane, isn't it? That's actually nuts. I feel like I don't have any Uldum cards other than just Kartut. Is it really going to be worth it to run Uldum? Oh, we got Penance. That's good. Yeah, we like Penance. Oh, and Psychopomp is good, too. Could do like a Tolvir. Thinking about taunt cards. Honestly, Zephyrus is always good in those first couple games. Will fall off pretty fast. Oh, Bone Wraith is really nice for us. I think even though that's a 4, that's probably something we're okay to res, right? A Bone Wraith off of a Bone Caller is certainly fine. Maybe less good off of a Psychopomp because of the Reborn, but I don't think we're sad about it. That's probably okay. How would I feel if they undid the change to Duels buckets? I don't know, man. There were problems with the old system too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think either is the right solution, to be honest. So I would still feel like there's opportunity, I guess. I don't know what the right solution is. It's one of those things where I'm not sure anybody's really sure how to figure out the Duels problems that exist. But at the same time, they can still identify problems, right? You know, like players are good at identifying, hey, this is unsatisfying to me. I'm not exactly sure why or how to fix it, but something is left wanting here. And then it's the responsibility of game designers to sort of solve that problem and figure it out and make sure it is a satisfying experience for people. It's just really hard sometimes with incredibly complex systems like Duels. I don't know what the answers are. I've posited a few different potential solutions down, here and there. We've talked about, making passives a little more generically useful. We've talked about offering more deck manipulation. We've talked about just more regular and consistent power or balance changes so that power outliers are kind of stamped down a little bit. That's a few of many potential solutions that probably all just require more work than Blizzard is often willing to put into the mode. So I think that's a big part of it, is the best solutions are going to take more time than Blizzard's willing to do. So anyway, let's try this out. Big Undead Elise. I like my Elise big and undead. Yeah, I mean, we could have done a Grey Battle, but we would have had to go to Dark Moon. Is Dark Moon better than Uldum? I don't know. Arguable. I like the idea. By the way, I love your timing. Right as I hit the done button, he tossed in the great suggestion. Dang it. We're out of sync, I guess. Right on time. All right, so healing might actually matter a lot here against an attack shaman. I'm going to keep this Gift of the Naru. Obviously not something we're looking to do on turn 1 probably, but hopefully turn 3 or something it actually does make some sense. And hero power in the meantime is going to help solve problems. Hey, Freddy Babes, thanks for the raid with 98 fine folks. Welcome everybody. Freddy Babes. Fun name to say. Yeah, that's the other side of the equation too, is that it's hard to make everybody happy in something like Duels. Everybody has different wants and expectations for what they're looking for. So you fix one thing and the other group's unhappy. Like, a lot of people like there to be big power disparities in Duels because it gives them the opportunity to play good decks and win a lot of gold and farm the economy of Duels, which, hey, that's a viable way to enjoy it. What can we do about that? That's their right to enjoy it that way. It's not always the way I enjoy it, or rarely is, but yeah, Hey, it's Threendcraft. That is hard to say. Problem with the Divine Shield Paladin build is it takes the defensive option and actively punishes counterplay, and all of the builds are like that, so it leaves all the interesting weird builds twisting in the wind. Yeah, I as always, I wish there was a higher viability for unrefined things, but oh, Endcraft. I see. We got some leet speak happening there. I gotcha. Thought you were twisting my brain up. Ooh, not a bad revolve. Hopefully these other taunts now, though, stick much more readily. I'd rather a Kartut stick than a Bone Wraith anyway, right? Just need a little filler in the meantime. This will not be active, but I think just like a Penance hero power might be okay this turn. Hopefully. Penance, Astalor, arguably, but I think I need... Well, actually, you know what? We might have to go ahead and gift as well, huh? That's fine. I don't want to draw. We're getting a little too close to fatigue, actually, and I have plenty of resources, so I'm gonna do this in the backwards way to ensure that I actually don't draw cards. I want to make sure that I'm not, because I think we have a decent chance to stabilize, and then I'm gonna need more time to kill them, perhaps. But the hand is more than big enough to stabilize right now. So we'll probably go Undying Disciple this turn unless they hit me for a sufficient amount of damage that the Kartut is a viable heal. Otherwise, we'd rather save the Kartut for healing later. Wow, Devolving Missiles on just a random garbage minion. That is such good news. Because now these taunts are going to have a much higher likelihood to stick, right? That's awesome. Astalor might be good next turn too, because we get armor and bodies. Especially if this taunt manages to stick. Wonder how many like devolved style effects they're running. Devolving Missiles and Revolving game 1 already. There's another, okay. Good God, dude. Now Kartut looks a lot better though. I wonder if Astalor is safe. We're taking a monster hit here. I kind of doubt it. The one thing is though, Astalor is instant health and not susceptible to over the top damage. Kartut, if they have like, you know, a lava burst over the dome, we still die. But Astalor can give me instant healing. The problem with Astalor, of course, is I leave more damage available via weapon swings and via minion attacks. I mean, 8 feels safe to me from a burst damage standpoint, because I think they're going to be running a lot. Like, they're running all this removal-y stuff. I don't know if they're going to have room for that much burst damage-y stuff. So, in other words, the Kartut feels a hair safer right now. There is a part of me, though, that likes Astalor Ping, trade this in, and then res it with the Bone Caller, but I think I want healing sooner rather than later. But we're gonna trust that there's not enough burst damage here, just because I think most of their power is gonna interact through that hero power, and this as a taunt helps deny that hero power a little more effectively a lot of the time. And then next turn Xyrella gives me the uber stabilization basically, because I get the heal again and the armor, and then hopefully Astalor is enough. But it seems like they're going dome, so I guess we called it wrong. They top decked the lightning bolt for lethal. Wow, cool. Oh, or Scalding Geyser looking for an answer, I guess? Oh no, wow. They were hoping I would concede, but ha! I'm no fool. I don't concede for free. Okay. So this is an interesting set of options. Hey, Levente, by the way, thanks for the 4 months. How are we doing tonight, chat? First ever stream, says Super Smoking Spy. Doing good, welcome. So, okay, we got 3 options. Small backpacks, increased consistency. I don't think we need a ton of cards on this deck, because number one, we have pretty high curve, and our hero power draws cards. And we have a little bit of card draw built in anyway, like grave digging and stuff. So that doesn't seem as appealing to me. Crystal Gem, you know, being able to hero power on 1 means we're drawing a card. That's kind of like small backpacks occasionally playing something good, but I doubt it. We don't even really have any 3s for turn 2, so I don't really love Crystal Gem. Book of Wonders always gives you, you know, miracle outs and stuff. Our deck has a little more survivability, which I think helps for Book of Wonders. So if it backfires, we're not like totally cooked sometimes. Kind of like in Book. And I don't even think it's like because it's a meme this time. I think it might actually just be the best. I don't think these offer enough upside. This has that occasional game stealing upside, right? All right, so this is our Old Doom bucket. Embalming Ritual, Worthy Expedition are okay. Undying Allies is kind of a better Embalming Ritual, but not exactly. Because you can hit something that's already on board, ready to trade, which can be nice. Crystal Merchant is fine. Just an early play is okay. Those are decent. This is an early game undead package if we wanted to make this deck more swarmy. The idea was to be bigger so that Bone Callers and Psychopomps and stuff hit more reliably large things. This would also deny that option as well, though. Well, not really. There's just one undead there. Do you guys think we should pivot into a faster style of play here? Unending Swarm is pretty bad for us on average. It's literally just Astalor and these two minions. I think not. I actually think I'm gonna take mid. I think I want to preserve my late game power as much as I can. This is probably a fool's errand. We probably want the deck to be faster to compete against the aggressive meta of duels, but I don't care. I want to stick to the theme. We're gonna try this kind of stuff in an Omu deck with Swarm Undead soon enough. So let's stick to this. It's in a weird way probably like the worst cards because they're old Doom cards, but also sort of the most fitting too. Kylia Bose, thanks for the Prime sub, 14 months. Amazing. Wonderful. All right, so Death Knight here. Let's keep a Bone Wraith, but look for other early game options. These feel a little too slow to me. Unless we get endurance training, perhaps. Astalor, certainly good. Undying Disciple, probably my favorite of the sixes against swarmy decks. This deck's gonna have some minions on board or they wouldn't have this hero power, right? Scroll of Wonders, just get me an 8/8 and call it a day. Well, I need more than that. I need, give me 5 2/2s. That is not either of those things. All right, there's the early game. Yep. Handle that for me, please. All right. I think there's been a huge mistake. I think there's been a giant mistake. Oh, Book of Wonders. Classic first game. Thank you, Book. Get the bad stuff out of the way now, though, right? We'll be fine. Let's get it out of the way now. We'll recover. It's no big deal. Happy to get this out of the way now. Egg. All right. Scroll's gonna clear the board. It's no big deal. Boy, oh boy. We are dead. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, we forgot to put weapons and overload cards in our deck. That's on us. Yeah, great point. I like the way you're thinking. It's okay. Scroll is going to clear the board. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine, guys. It's totally fine. So we're almost dead. That's not good news. Next turn, I can use Psychopomp to hopefully bring back good Bone Wraith. Minus any death that might befall upon us, which appears to be the case. So, death hath befallen upon us. Have you ever ready to Trump during one of these duels runs? I don't think we've ever played Trump, no. I don't. Does Trump play a lot of duels? I feel like he's pretty rare in duels. I think he's more of an arena guy, right? I know he's done a few videos here and there, but Cool, that was fun. Militia Horn, I don't know. Most of our stuff has taunt anyway. I don't care about the buff too much. Let's go Spyglass. I think the upside there is higher. Bees! Water Bearer is okay. Bees are actually okay too. Just having some removal is not bad. Cultist Nightmare. Cultists, I mean, we do of course have some shadow spells, but and thankfully these aren't undead, so they don't mess up the Bone Collar, but they do mess up the Psychopomp. Nightmare also does mess up the Bone Collar. We're going for big stuff anyway, although currently we can't get to turn 5, so what difference does it make? We like Disciple a lot. We hate Commander and Geode. I think I'm looking at this. The bees look the most interesting to me, and just having removal cards nice. And early game is nice. It's weird how many Saviors of Uldum buckets we're taking. I didn't expect that to happen, but thus far the cards make more sense. I like having some reactivity early, which we seem to be lacking, as you saw last game. Hopefully, it's okay. Was that an unbuffed Obliterate? Yes, because it came off of the Unholy Knight passive thing. Not from the Death Knight collection. Ooh, this seems like a really good opener, man. First really exciting opening hand I think we've had. That's good news. So just to clarify, the Duels passives that give you Death Knight cards, they still give you the old Lich King cards. They don't give you the new versions of the Death Knight cards. To explain that better. So they still have the old original Obliterate. It did look like its art was updated, I think, even though the old one's art was different, but I don't know. I'm just trusting you guys, by the way. I didn't actually see how much damage they took from it. I'm just believing you. I didn't notice, but it looked like it was red, yet it's still, you're saying, dealt the full damage, which is interesting. Let's get a minion down here. Theoretically could draw me a card next turn just fine. Don't need to heal. Yeah, Lich King cards had their visual updated when the expansion came out. Chat is saying, which I find interesting. I don't know why they would do that. That seems to add confusion more than clarity, I would say. Wouldn't you guys say the same? Probably should attack first there for any scroll disruption. Because if they looked different, that would just make it obvious that they're different. Whereas if they look the same, it adds a little confusion about why this is not the same. But who knows? Probably not thinking of something. All right, Bone Wraith, buddy, you look good. So this is a blood DK of some kind, at least. One blood rune, we'll say. I think we can outvalue a blood DK. Fatigue is definitely a concern. Remember, our deck looks bigger, but that's the scrolls, not really bigger. But hopefully we can just stick a big crazy board later of giant threats and stuff and call it a day. Adara also, I guess, gives us great fatigue protection, so just outvaluing them and outgrinding them would be the way to go here. From the swamp, it definitely gives them extra value, but it's such a small amount, chippy little value, that I'm not worried about that so much. Scroll's gonna make something awesome. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. Sandhoof here. Honestly, yeah, I don't think we need to get fancy on this. Heal 2 is sufficient. Get a 5/5 sufficient. We have plenty of other life gain for later, so I guess if there's no pressure on board, we'll try to get a Meta down now. Seems like a good option for 6. Oh, now see, that's a lot more repetitive value. That's gonna come in and contest my stuff over and over again, be a constant challenge. Ugh, extra card draw is not necessarily what we want here. Okay, I guess that's actually fine, isn't it? No worries. All friendly undead that died last turn, so we need to line up a turn where Basaleph gives us something good. Maybe an Under King, maybe a Kartut Defender, Spirit Guide. I don't even know if we ran any holy spells for this as I consider this. We have some Shadow, but of course, yeah, here's one holy. You tend to find some, so it's not like we had to, but here's a holy too. We didn't really think about it too much. I love Doom as an expansion so much, and flavor other than Res Priest being a thing. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people liked Doom. I think it might have literally just been Res Priest that people didn't like, but everything else was probably popular. Sure, Under King. Even though you don't get to rush, we're happy to play you. This would be a great Basaleph target, like we talked about. So, sure they'll run in there and kill it. Hey, Lucas Giannini. Just matched against you, made a Twitch account to say hello. Love your videos. Thank you, man. I did not love our Scroll of Wonder giving you a free foul creature there. That made me sad, but thank you for the kind words, man. All right, Under King can handle that guy. I guess we could give the Under King a Reborn. That'd be kind of fun, right? It's not really that important right now, but kind of cool. I don't have a lot else to do, right? This might open me up to a Patchwork. I only have 2 minions in hand. I'm not like incredibly sad if the Astalor gets eaten by a Patchwork, but I'm not thrilled about it either, I don't think. Thanks for watching me, guys, late on a Friday night, by the way. My stream times have been super weird lately. I'm not thrilled about it, but that's the way it's got to be right now. Hopefully soon I'll normalize some. Ooh, Soul Stealer. Tower Fang again. Another like repetitive value card there. Those are annoying to me, right? We don't love those. It's good. Oh man, that's even more annoying now. That suddenly got annoying to kill. I would love an Adara soon, right?
I must not fail.
Flesh Behemoth, currently my highest cost card. I think it's too early to go for a Zyrella, right? I think we want more value. Mita's cool to see. Adara. Is this the time for the Adara? It would sure be great if we could get the inexorable ghoul in the Adara as well. Right, maybe for now we just maybe we just do one of these things for now and set up for that Adara maybe next turn. Like, you assume they're gonna replay the Sour Fang, right? So let's just set up for next turn. Maybe this value trades, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but at the very least, let's try to get some value in that Adara. If we could get the Ghoul and the Sour Fang, I think that's a game-winning combination. Soul Stealer wouldn't hurt, but I want to get that Ghoul in particular. This guy's the guy I'm eyeballing. They don't take a value trade, so this may wait another couple turns. Uh-oh! Adara, don't go away, please. Yeah, there's the Astalor we talked about, sadly. Again, not like the end of the world on the Astalor, but a little sad. Maybe this Adara is still worth it. Like, that's a great Soul Stealer, a great Patchwork. Do we have to get that 5/5? And I guess a better question is, if we don't do it now, are we even going to be alive to have this conversation later? I think we just do it now. Yeah, if bees were made today, they would definitely have Rush. In fact, that card was made for Demon Hunter, but it can go face. I mean, it has a condition, of course, but very similar. And I think we're absolutely okay taking these 1/1s, right? It's just another fatigue protection element to me. Like clearly they're not going to be great draws, but I'm hoping we have enough draw and enough depth that it's not a big deal. Like you guys don't think I need to greed the ghoul, do you? When does this come back up? It's 2 turns. I'd have to take 2 turns of hits here, which I just don't see myself being willing to do. I don't think it's right. I think we can grind out a 5/5. Basically. That's my logic. Okay, so we added 6 cards to the deck for fatigue. I still have some scrolls in there, I guess. I don't know how many. Do we know how many? Doesn't say. Am I out of scrolls? Surely not, right? You can't be out of scrolls. This gets me a Soul Stealer, which I guess is probably pretty good this turn. I don't know how many more big boards they're gonna have as a blood deck, right? Ghoul again coming back, but I think this is fine. Patchwork better on other boards later, right? Boy, oh boy, guys, we got some corpses. So Zyrella at this stage, I want to get like the Bone Caller in because I want to get at least some kind of res. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Whatever, man. I get it. Oh, coin pouch. That's a lot of value and fatigue protection too. But we also have Mitas, so I'm not super stressed about it yet. 11 to 8. Man, I just hate drawing cards, but I also, you know, chip damage now is not that different than drawing cards because you end up in kind of the same spot anyway, right? Just not a very good patchwork board with all these 1/1s, but I don't know how often we're going to get a good patchwork board's kind of the problem here. It doesn't feel like it's going to be all that often.
The stakes are high.
B's a 1/1 in patchwork. Still just a 1 and 3 is a good result. I'd rather just try to wait this out a minute if I can. Like this is already 7 plus a disciple over 2 turns kind of thing. My thought. Like let's just start softening this up for later. Like it may not die now, but between this and the Zyrella, it might, right? These aren't undead, are they? Draw first there, really. I don't even know if I want to draw, but we're doing it anyway. So they can probably, yeah, they can clear this without the thing, but it goes to 1, which means this or this kills it next turn, or this now as well, I guess. So the important thing is we get another good death rattle in the Zyrella pool. We chip through this board a little bit. Just kind of trying to whittle this down, right? Our Sour Fang does not exactly beat their 5/5, but it comes close as long as we have health to work with, which we will because of the Zyrella hero power. We should have quite a bit of health to work with. So, well, and Meta too. We also have Meta, and we're gonna have more Metas off the Zyrella, so we'll create a nice little Meta chain there. All right, yeah, this could be a patchwork. Honestly, I wish that 5/5 were there though. Probably not a patchwork, is it? Oh, it's kind of pointless. We don't want to wait too long on the patchwork because we want to make sure we hit an actual card in deck, right? There's reasons to go, but for now, let's just Spyglass, see what we find. Okay, good to know that's in hand, by the way. Really don't want to draw anymore here. I think we're just not hero powering basically for a minute. Do we want to start taking 5 on the Sour Fang when it just kind of dies to the ghoul? Boy, maybe this is just a patchwork still. Feels unclean because you got the 5/5 later to kill. Ugh, I kind of hate this. We have a lot of board clears though. All right, let's throw in the Sour Fang for 1 turn. See how it goes for a minute. This one at least doesn't hurt me yet. This one's definitely free. Just feels bad to throw it into a 5/5. Okay, so they have Soul Stealer. They have a bunch of other stuff. We have no idea what it is, but probably life gain. They got that sack. Yeah, they got that big old sack. We need to be mindful of their big sack. That might be a good card for the Soul Stealer later. This isn't a bad Xyrella board because it deals 3. Wanted a little more healing in there, but I think we do have all those big Under Kings, right, for a lot of armor gain at least. Maybe Scroll will solve a board for us one time. Nope. Nope. Oh, interesting. Oh, now that's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, maybe it is Xyrella time. That was the right target there, man. Yeah, let's go Xyrella. I like getting the hero power online, I think. We didn't have any way to resummon anything anyway, right? Do I get another Sour Fang off this? I think I only get 1, which that's fine. I don't need a ton. 1 more would be cool. I don't want like 7 more, do I? It's just like too risky anyway.
The stakes are high.
All right, let's just use this to reset the board a little bit, get our hero power rolling, and get some armor gain, get some Mitas. Mitas are nice. We're getting very bottom of the deck here. We had more scrolls left than I thought too, by the way. The Mitas will help it counteract the Sour Fang, right? Which is nice. Under King armor's awesome. Maybe we do actually just play both of these. I have a lot of life right now. Probably better to play both. All right, so we can start pinging them for 5 as well. 3 Mitas in my deck will counter. That's good. This 1/1 dying will give me the same amount of repetitive value as them, which is good. They have a Soul Stealer. We might see that come down here. Yeah, there's the Soul Stealer. Okay. This is probably a good patchwork. I could even ping that 1/1, although it doesn't matter what I ping, does it? It's the same difference. Well, matters now a little bit, doesn't it? Right, Mita showing up. I mean, we'll just patchwork. If we hit the 5/5, we might ping face. If we hit the other stuff, we might not, right? It's fine. Ping clears up whatever we need here anyway. I just want to get this going before they run out of cards or anything. Maybe eat a good target in hand. They're sitting on something powerful. I don't know. We'll just try. See what happens. Hit a 1/1. Looks like we got no Muncher. That's solid. Yeah, and we got Bran. Oh, that's kind of spicy. Oh, they're dead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the Mitas in particular were going to be a big problem for them, right? We were going to reach a point where the board was just always full of Mitas, and I don't know that they had a solution to that problem. Okay, so it's definitely not Orb of Revelation. That's just not good enough for us. We have a few Discovers, but not enough to matter. It's certainly between Endurance Training and Mummy Magic, and they are both pretty good, I think. Mummy Magic, obviously, you know, getting 2 of a card, well, not Karta, 2 of a Spirit Guide, 2 of a Mita, 2 of a Disciple, 2 of an Under King. All of those are pretty amazing. 2 of Behemoth, 2 of Bone Caller. But we did actually build the deck with Endurance Training in mind so that we could play these big things sooner. Cheating out a Behemoth, a Disciple, a Kartat, a Spirit Guide, and a Bone Caller and a Bone Wraith. I guess the question is, does the Mummy Magic... Well, there's 2 questions. Do we need to cheat tempo so that we don't die before the Mummy Magic even comes into fruition? Because it's not good until arguably turn 4, but even then that's probably not right because we got to play something before the Bone Caller. So the Mummy Magic is not a card that's relevant for us until like turn 5 or 6 usually, which it becomes really good then, but I'm worried that that's going to be too late. I think having the tempo here as opposed to the extra value here probably shores up our weaknesses. I'm hopeful that this deck has enough ways to make value anyway that we don't need more value. Which, you know, we have a lot of ways to draw cards, make stuff, re-summon stuff, copy stuff. We can go long. We've got a Dara for resources and fatigue. I think we need to get tempo, in other words. I think we need to make sure we don't fall too far behind, and that's how we built the deck anyway. I think this is the answer. This might be a little easier to draft for in some cases, because I think death rattles are probably a little more common than taunts, but I think this is the plan. We don't want to get too greedy. Good taunt. Okay, that's awesome. This is actually a good card for us as well. Good taunt. Cult is kind of bad. These are all pretty bad. Wither, we're not really excited about too often. It's okay, maybe. Bonecaller's good. Under King's good. Crypt Keeper, we don't actually have that much armor gain till late, so this won't be easy to cheat out. It's kind of a 6 mana 4/6 most of the time. Yeah, I think it's here. This looks good. Really, really good. Bonecaller for 2. You know, sometimes even if we don't have the death rattle, we'll be fine. Under King's great armor gain. Basaleph, we haven't actually been able to use yet. I think it's here. I wouldn't mind now getting a couple good early game undeads for these bone callers. Seems kind of free.
Elise versus Reno. We're gonna be rich and save the world.
The League of Explorers cannot fail.
All right. Worthy's probably a fine opener, yeah. We can make that work early. Something to do, something to do. Ritual, not so easy, perhaps. I'm looking for, you know, Kartuts, Disciples. Basically, the taunts I can get down on like turn 3 or 4. Bone Wraith on 2 would be amazing, of course. That sort of stuff. Bonecaller on 2, not so much. But the Kartut for 3 is awesome. Perfect, yeah. Absolutely dreamy. Yeah, we'll go Wrath. That's fine. Man, if this dies on turn 4, we're happier. Do we think this will live into turn 4? Because then I can Basaleph on 5. Even if the back half lives, that's okay. We're fine with that for the res, right? I think it could, yeah. I think we'll still play it on 3 either way. I don't think they'll kill both halves of that early. Thankfully, too, they're doing some chip damage, so the healing might actually matter. Oh yeah, get the Scourge off scroll. That's an even better idea. I like the way you're thinking, man. I like the way you're thinking. Okay, sure, that's not bad at all. I'm fine with that. Some extra dudes. Okay, sure. Yeah. The Kartut here is making me a lot more nervous, guys, because of that hero power, right? Now that there's a 3/2 on board, this actually doesn't line up that well. I'm thinking maybe we need to kill that first. And then I wish we could do it with Astalor, but he's not ready yet. I think we wait a turn. It's just like both of these being at 1, like it's just, I don't know, man. It's a lot harder to guarantee this is alive. It's suddenly much easier for them to deal 5 total damage, even if split across the bodies and stuff. Still a little scary. So now we just do it here, I think. Of course, I wish I could give that reborn a second time, but that's not how it works. So this is now suddenly quite fine, I think. A lot more work for them to put into this, and if they do, it's probably going to require stuff that might otherwise go face, although Obliterate does not care. Okay, cool. Miss. Well, either way, it's fine. Now if it dies, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point anyway. So we're good. So get a free one here. That's awesome. Next turn meat is really good. Oh, dude. Oh my god, I forgot I'm getting both. Dude, that's so sick. I legit forgot. I forgot I'm getting both. I was thinking before when we staggered it across turns, we were only gonna get the back half back. We're getting both back. So insane. You love to see it. Now they're already turning face here. They're like, screw this, man. I'm not dealing with these. So I'm assuming we'll be alive for at least a turn here. So I think we can get meted down before we start pivoting into like more healing later. I say that as they start adding more and more damage to hand here. I don't know. This is kind of scary. Oh, weird. Very weird. Very, very weird. All right, I'm gonna go face. I think we want to counter pressure. We don't want the game to last too long here. We're actually setting up what 13 damage next turn. It's not quite lethal territory, but getting close. So we lost our scrolls and we got a bunch of garbage. Curious how that's gonna, you know, pan out for us, but should be fun. Oh, they're using this on minions. All right, that's good news, I guess. Definitely not thinking about face yet then. Also using the base concoction. Imp King Rafam. All right, cool. Yeah, Under King here's fine. Just more life, more reactivity is all good. This board's looking a bit nightmarish for them, I suspect. Like, oh god, how do I deal with all of this and, you know, kill them basically. Oh, just endless dawn grasps, I guess we'll do it. You know, Wither here is pretty good. How many undead do I have? Is this undead? No, he's not actually undead, huh? Well, that's kind of annoying, I guess. Maybe it's not that good. I only have 2 undead. Steal 2 from it. So I could go like here and Wrath for 4.
I must not fail.
Just seems a little silly to me. I think I'd rather just Wrath. I mean, honestly, I'd rather just Astalor, right? Like, who cares? Do we Astalor face? I don't think we need it yet. Let's just Astalor here, it's fine. So let's me get the Reborn on the Meta, which hopefully creates even more annoying pressure for them. But we're back to 40, which is really nice. And we still have a monster board. They've frozen us twice in a row now with Dawn Grasp. Do they have a third board freeze here? And if they do, is it still enough to get through all of this garbage? That's going to be the real magic question here. And is Astalor for 8 going to be enough to kill them next turn? Do we even need to wait for Mana Thirst? Or are we just good to go? 5/5 Troll Centurion isn't bad. 5/5. Oh wow, they do have the board clear. Holy crap, dude. Mordresh is so annoying, bro. So annoying. Thank God we played the Reborn on the Meta, right? That's gonna let me trade back in here a little bit. How annoying was that? Molten Giant for 5. Derailed Coaster, we have 4 minions in hand. So maybe like kill the 8/8. Wrath the 6/2. That's not that bad actually. These aren't undead, unfortunately, so I can't do any cool Wither stuff. Infuse Rafam. Yeah, we do actually have the imps in the deck, or did those get transformed? Maybe those got transformed, right? The things that summon imps. That would be wicked cool.
I must not fail.
Yeah, Astalor doesn't seem right quite yet. Yeah, I think this is the line. I think we kill the big 8/8 because it's otherwise pretty hard to kill, right? It's fine. Actually, I could have maybe done this a different way, but it's too late now. I think I might have missed a damage here, technically, right? But it's all good. I think I could have pinged for 3 on Mordresh and I don't know, traded something else in on a 1/1, right? But it's all good. It's fine. Could have maybe had a 3/2 Dawn Grasp, I guess. But I think we're fine with that. Okay, 2 Noxious Infiltrators. That is kind of wild, man. That's sort of nuts. I don't have any spells in my deck, right? Does Fires only transform minions or all cards? Fires transforms all cards, right? Fires of Zin Ashari. Transforms all cards? It's all cards, right? All cards? Replace your deck. Yeah, okay. So that's totally dead. Man, Asler could be amazing here, but could also completely whiff. Molten Giants just get traded into. That's not very exciting. Oh, Midas is a spell. Oh, yeah, you're right. I did put a Midas in after the transform. Oh, yeah, so that would actually cast a Midas. That's probably worth it then, actually. Yeah, let's do that, in fact. That's pretty nice. And the 8/8, like, yes, it's gonna die, but that's fine. The whole deck is 8/8s, right? That's it's like all garbage, random dudes. So it's fine. 5-mana 8/8s won't be a particular premium. I just need to kill off these things, I think. What's that gonna be? A Hazy Concoction again. Man, that is low value at this stage. Oh, never mind. High value at this stage. Lots of card draw. I take it back. Flurry also insane. All right, man, they are being annoying. Do I have 2 Mitas or just 1? Looks like I have another in the deck, doesn't it? Oh, that's actually a really good counter to me because 6 is not playable with other 5s. How annoying. How completely annoying. I need to chip through stuff here. We'll just try our best to kill a couple things here if we can. Probably gonna just heal face to feel a little safer, but not any great options. Love to kill the 3/3 at least. I mean, I wanted to kill these too, but not the end of the world, I guess. How much damage did we use? Oh yeah, there was another Meta. Nice. Okay, that's really good news. How much damage did we use from our opponent? Like the Mordrash, some Arcane Bolts. I'm just wondering how much reach they have left. I feel like not that much. It looks like they're running a Baron's package to get Wildfires and don't yet have those. So hopefully, okay. This guy's actually been nuts, by the way. Cheating 2 Mitas into play. That was insane. The deck basically, the Pirates of Zinashari basically said, hey, bro, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just tutor your Mitas for you. No big deal. Thank us later. Thank us later. So this is an undead Death Rattle. It's not taunt, but could be good off a Bone Caller. That said, I think Ancient Reflections is just too insane. Our deck obviously has great targets, big armor gain cards, crazy Mitas and Death Rattles and stuff for Xyrella. You know, it's just too good. Our opponent's cards too. Steal their Grey Boughs, that sort of thing. All right, Psychopomp's solid. Overflow is probably pretty hard for us to use. Another Meta is definitely not too bad. No good taunts here. Elise the Enlightened is very unlikely to actually activate or be useful. Kind of looking here. We have no Frost spells. We have no... I mean, Volt Bonkers are not good. Psychopomps are sort of nice. I mean, every time I get bees, they get a little worse, but there are still some good targets some games, right? Just that Overflow is unnecessary. I don't think I'm ever going to need to draw 5 cards. I feel like all 3 of these buckets are awkward, but this is at least... I feel like this is the most flexible, like mana cost wise and playability wise, because these are kind of stranded. Meta's really, really good for us. I think we go here. They're all kind of bad though. It's a spider tank for us. Guys, I'm gonna take a pee break. I'll be right back. This run's not going too bad actually. We're doing okay, but give me 1 minute. I'll be back and we'll do more. Alrighty. Mrs. Kilbin wished us luck. Messed up my hair. That's okay. Worth it. Always worth it. No Marvel Snap today. No, I think I got to do Hearthstone today. I need some videos. I've actually kind of tipped more Marvel Snap than Hearthstone this week, which I'm trying to say about 50-50. Be a bad sign if she wished for you to fail. No, actually, she likes it when I fail late night duels runs because otherwise I might stream all night and she wants to hang out. So she kind of probably wants me to fail so I can go cuddle with her and watch TV. But I don't know. All right, Reflections is so powerful. We have to keep it right. Taunts can be very, very good against this Shaman hero power. Shut down their attacks. Life gain also very good. Flesh Behemoth for 6 is probably not perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. Would love to see a Bone Wraith right now. Bone Wraith and a Bone Caller. We could just bone our opponent. Nope. Nope. Cannot do. Nope. Can't do that. Do we play this on 2 anyway? Is the upside too high later? Just really depends on our draws, doesn't it? No, cannot. Nope, can't say that one. You're gonna go to jail. God, this is great at murdering totems, but let's see what we draw. Basaleph. If I get greedy on this and wait too long, are we just going to die? I think I play it to chip through these totems, guys, honestly. I think we don't need to get greedy on it. I think I've got a pretty solid turn 6 play. I just need to make sure I get here safely, and then we kind of are off to the races. So let's not take any unnecessary risk in the meantime. Let's just tidy things up here. Create some awkwardness for them, etc. Okay.
Not enough mana.
This can be good, but not usually that good. All right. Living Roots actually pretty legit. I wanted to go capture Cold Tooth into a high cost card that does get me Zyrella, which of course is insane. But Living Roots gets me the board back harder right now. Living Roots is off curve at the moment. Cold Tooth is on curve at the moment. Fate Spinner is an undead, which is probably decent for the Basaleph, but 5 mana is a lot. Boy, a lot of decision points here. Feel like the Zyrella is a pretty greedy idea. Again, I think if I can get to turn 6, we're going to be okay. So I'm going to take the Living Roots because I think it's the best at stabilizing right now. But I'm actually, I think, going to heal. Never mind. No, I'm going to kill this. I was going to say I'm going to heal, but I don't think that's true. All right, let's just tidy stuff up. That thing scales the best on board, so let's do this. So turn 4, I don't have anything to do. If they had a great Ancient Reflections target, particularly if it were an undead, I think I would pretty much always do it. Because again, if we get here, I think we win the game. I just got to get here. Play a 1 mana undead for me, bro. No such luck. Okay. Not gonna make a bunch of healing totems, I don't think. That does not seem good. I mean, although. Are you undead? You are not. This turn's really bad. It's the only thing here. Reflections on Monecaller would have been, I would have done it for sure. It's not undead or anything, but it's just good taunts. But of course we didn't have mana last turn. You don't want to lock yourself with O2 totems? They're not O2s, they're 1/1s. So it wouldn't board lock us or anything. It would be susceptible to AoE. There's obviously higher payoffs for this later is another topic of conversation. Hear me out. I'm gonna heal this. We're only going to 34, which is not full health. I need to draw a card, I think, more than I need the life right now. This actually heals them not enough, so I draw a card. This is perfect. Okay. Yeah. All right. Again, turn 6 is our sweet spot here, but man, I don't have a play again on turn 5, which sucks. This, by the way, what are my other undeads this can summon? Pretty much everything is good, right? Kartut, Spirit Guides, Bone Call, nope, Bone Wraith, Disciple. Yeah, pretty much everything's good. So again, I feel like if we get here, we're going to be in business, but we just got to get to turn 6. I'm worried. This board keeps getting bigger and bigger. I need like Undying Disciple off the top here. Maybe I'll take a Stoneclaw Totem. I don't have a weapon, so this is not good. Oh, Kartut's pretty good. All right, well, Kartut, we'll actually wither this guy to buff the Kartut. That's fine. Yes, reflections on a Kartut would be awesome, but so would a Flesh Behemoth and whatever the Flesh Behemoth pulls out of itself. So I'm not gonna greet it. In other words, I can't wait till turn 7 or something. Basaleph. Oh, I was gonna say Basaleph might be good on this card type, but geez, what a counter there. Sad to lose that healing in my Zyrella for later too, honestly. They are trading at least a little. That's good news. Kind of implies maybe they don't have a ton of damage in hand yet. They're definitely thinking a little more medium to long term as opposed to like incredibly short term, which can be helpful. Behemoth again seems very, very good. And the Underkings also seem very, very good. I don't have any life gain off of the card that comes out of this, so there's no like armor gain or anything, but might still be worth it to Reflections a big taunt or something. This summons copies, right? But it draws them, so in other words, Reflections isn't actually that good here because I don't have enough undead in the deck. We have Bone Wraith, Disciple. That's it. So Bonecaller not undead. Oh my god, they have 2 devolving missiles. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. I'm gonna have to get by on Underking here, I think, and just rely on the armor gain maybe. Spirit Guide Reflections is a lot of taunts, but do they have like a revolve or a devolve type card, right? Man, they're still trading a lot. Okay. I think we go Underking in this case, honestly. Clears a little damage from play. Hit the taunt. Scroll could do some work for me too. Oh, that's armor. Sure, yeah, we take that all day. Every point of armor is awesome. Shadow Form I don't like quite as much, unfortunately. That also sucks. How are we just getting every... Well, I mean, it still doesn't really matter that much, right? It's fine. Still dies. I mean, this dies a little sooner, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We want the life anyway, so... If they decide not to kill this, Ancient Reflections is the greatest play in history. If they do kill it, Basaleph plus something's probably the play. We're at 24. That's not too bad, really, at all. It's more than they were probably expecting, frankly, so that's good news. We gained 8 life this turn. Wonder if this stays alive. It does. The problem with Reflections currently is I can't actually kill any of them. They don't have any... Oh, no, I can. That's getting buffed. I take it back. I can kill a ton of them. Oh, this is gonna die anyway, though. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, but the copies are gonna be frozen. The copies get frozen, guys. Dang it. In which case, of course, they don't get to attack.
I must not fail.
Yeah, I can ping my own if I want to. If I think 6 health is enough, right? I can just ping my own, just make a bunch of these. It's certainly really good for a Basaleph, and I think 6 is probably enough. But I gotta ask, do you guys actually think I'm better off pinging now and just making a Basaleph play now? Or getting really greedy, or maybe just playing an Underking now, as opposed to like trying to do shenanigans now. Why not just clear the totem in the meantime? It's the same amount of immediate health. I think it still sets me up about as well too. I actually think I like this better. The alternative is like Reflections Ping, which is kind of better technically long term, but at the same time, same immediate health for the 1 turn breakpoint and potentially just a better setup. If they ever make a board and this isn't frozen, the Reflections gets 1,000 times better being able to trade in right away. Now, of course, these could both die, and I miss the Reflections. There's some other risks, but we have ways to get around that with Basaleph to summon them again. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Basaleph will bring at least this back now. They're not playing any minion right now, though, which kind of sucks. Yeah, they didn't play a minion. Maybe this is actually just Reflections ping one of these now. I think I want to ask if I should put a Bone Wraith in that case, though, so that I have a taunt. If I ping one, we're going back to 23. That certainly feels like more than enough, doesn't it? Yeah, I think maybe I just ping one of these. I don't think I need the taunt necessarily. I think I value the long-term armor more. Chat says yes, taunt. I don't know, man. They just haven't been doing enough damage before. I'm gonna be higher than I was on previous turns, or I guess basically the same. Maybe it is kind of free though. I don't need 7 of these, do I? I kind of just need 6 is more than enough to win the game, right? So why stress? I think that's good logic. If 6 is plenty to win the game, why are we worried about it? Like, I don't need more than an additional 36, right? I think I'm okay. I like that logic. So this is a lot of life and a taunt, just super, super safe. Less greedy. Still sets up for a crazy Basaleph if they don't have like a revolve or something. If they have a revolve though, they're probably just gonna die. Because I don't know if they could revolve and clear. That might be hard to pull off. Okay, silence and hit, but there's no way they're dealing 23, right? Oh, the revolve, that's what we talked about, yeah. Oh, but I got another big taunt, awesome, that's even better, cool. So, I think they just die here, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, good hard fought game there, man. Like we said, the flesh behemoth is where it stabilizes, and it's exactly what we saw, even though they had some good answers, honestly. Bought us enough time. And Kobold for 2 mana, that's honestly pretty good, isn't it? I'll take it. Yeah, it's a good early game play. I would do that. I think there's rarely enough good stuff in hand. I'm not willing to transform it, so yeah, 2 mana Kobold with maybe some other taunts that get in there too is pretty nice. All right, Spirit Guide's good. Matriarch's honestly, it's 4 mana 4/5 taunt at worst because of endurance training. That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, I like this too, though. Nightmare's a good early death rattle, a good card draw, good armor gain. The armor gain we don't have quite as much synergy for. It's really just armor gain. But a 2 mana Spirit Guide and a 4 mana Matriarch's pretty good. Pathmaker kind of dead, but I really like Spirit Guide a lot. True, I do have bees. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Bees makes Matriarchs much better. Yeah, good point. Yeah. That's even better. Yeah, I like that. That's even more reason. It was already sold, but yeah. Perfect. All right, guys, this deck's not doing bad, man. I'm glad that a pretty late game focused deck here is able to find some wins. This is rare for us. This is a good little duels run coming together, which means we'll probably lose our next 2 games in a flurry of anger and disappointment. Literally a flurry with frost, I guess. A frosty flurry. Bone Wraith is an awesome draw early, though. And you know what? I might keep bees as well. I think Basaleph is a little too slow, because remember this Bone Wraith's actually 2. Let's look for a 4-drop guy instead. Bone Caller. Spirit Guide, also awesome. That's also 2. I guess we'd probably play the Spirit Guide first in this case, because it's higher pressure. Depends on what's on board. Let's see. And it draws me cards, though. Card draw is also good, of course. More choices earlier. Hey, Aqua Squash, dude, thanks for the 15-month sub. Mummy Magic and Bitter Cold, so Lady Death Whisper is gonna hurt us a lot. So 1 Frost Spell in hand, that's not too scary. Shadow Step, whoa. Bone Wraith does trade really nicely into this, but not if they buff it, but then I guess that's dying anyway. Okay, yeah. If they use the buff, it dies anyway, right? So then we get a 2/1. This leaves nothing behind. So next turn we could Spirit Guide safely, hopefully, or more safely if they don't have a minion here to follow up. If they're hero powering, I don't think they will have a minion to follow up, so better. Ugh, those are gross. All right, so that doesn't trade as well now on this at least. So that's a little better timing for this guy, I think. It's nice. We can bees 1 of the 4/4s next turn. Maybe trade into the other if we want, just to clean the board. Oh, my guy died. Wow, that sucks. It's frustrating, isn't it?
By Agarus.
Yeah, dang it. I don't know, man. That's annoying. Losing a 5/5 really, really hurts. Is there any reason for me to kill this for them? I guess I technically damage the 4/4 more often if I do it this way. I don't know. I don't know if there's or not, but what a sad Book of Wonders, dude. That 5/5 was going to be such a nice advantage on board, right? So nice. All right, big hits incoming. Don't really have great plays right now until turn 6 with the Behemoth again. Pathmaker. Let's try this first, I think. There is a choose one here, but I'm looking for better plays. Yeah, this is certainly very good. Snowball fight. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I'll take that. Whatever. Good freeze. I mean, overkill, but sure. Undead. The only undead. Well, we've had 2 undead, so yeah, this is fine. Do we like Kartut better first? No, it's a little better for now, right? Let's draw first. Or no, let's choose one first, actually. Then we'll Bone Caller. This seems best for the Pathmaker, right? And maybe some good board clears and stuff later, too. This is a good turn. It's a good turn. We're getting close to Flesh Behemoth now. We have Kartut Hero Power next turn. Or Starfall, if that's somehow better, but I doubt it. Then Behemoth on 6, Adara or Underking on 7. This curve's coming together nicely. I'd like to get those Underkings going in particular, because I think I'm going to need a lot of health this game. And that feels like the best way to do that. Do we get the 5/5? Okay. You can actually like Bone Wraith a little better here, but 5/5 is fine. Don't kill it again, please. That's great, actually. Sure. We love that. Really cool. Kobold, this hand is too good. Pretty sure this hand is too good for Kobold. Let's just Kartut. Ooh, Kartut, I think I value the healing more than I value the AoE in this matchup often, so I'm going to put the Disciple in now and save the Kartut for when we've taken a little bit more damage, maybe. But debatable. I don't know. This is also going to risk me overdrawing cards, isn't it? Do I have any holy spells left? I don't know. Mita's not in yet. Penance. No shadow spell, though. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, Death Whisper is always scary, but I will say their hand is kind of full at the moment, at least. That might be nice. Does that make me happy or not? I still want to play a Behemoth. Gives him a little bit more Death Whisper control, perhaps, but this is a much better curve fit for me. This hits a Spirit Guide or a Underking, which are both pretty good. Yeah. That should be fine. Let's just go face, I guess. Not sure I even want that to die yet. Yeah, I didn't know minions stay frozen when dormant either. That's pretty cool, though. It makes sense, because it has not had a chance to attack. I guess, will it in fact be frozen next turn or not? No, I guess not. Although it hasn't had a chance to attack this turn because it's asleep. I actually don't know how that works now that I think about it. They chose not to copy the Frostworms. Okay. Maybe they needed hand space for better stuff? Well, no, they had hand space anyway. They could have traded first, right? I think that's good news for us. Oh, maybe they wanted the second wave of the Death Whisper to connect, though. That's always a possibility. So that killed the Disciple. I can bring that back here with a Basaleph. It does not look like I can penance my own guy for another Basaleph. The good news is their hand is so full right now that the Death Whisper is not going to result in a gigantic proc, I don't guess. So maybe that we just give them the 2 cards here and play a Basaleph and call it a day. That seems fine to me. I don't know that we need Underking yet, but having a second Underking in the Basaleph does sound fairly appealing because of the extra armor gain. So maybe it's actually time for the Underking now and then the Basaleph next turn, because we might have 2 to 3 minions also in the pool. I think I like this more. This gives me more Death Rattle armor gain, which is important. All right. How did this deck start? Actually, kind of as it looks now, as a big. The plan was a big Death Rattle undead. So kind of a big priest, but with like undead Death Rattle stuff. Okay, so they're going face super hard. This will hopefully be an Underking. Nice. It's perfect. They decide to kill this, or even if they don't, Basaleph is gonna go nuts. They're gonna kill it, or go face. They're gonna kill it. Oh my god, dude. Basaleph, bro, I love you. Basaleph, bro. I love you, Basaleph. This is the dream Basaleph, I think, dude. This is gross. Yes, thank you. I will take all of these 6/6s and armor gains and a million other awesome plays. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's just heal here, I think. We're not gonna draw, so just getting a little health is fine. All right, so that actually still has a spirit guide inside of it too, so even this is going to activate on something, which is pretty cool. Hey, Dr. Harrison, thanks for the 2 months, man. Thanks for always being family friendly. I try, dude. Family friendly with a little occasional innuendo, but that's it's the best I can do. All right, Glacial Advance again. Okay, going really hard face. Surely I'm not dead, am I? There's no way. If I'm dead, I'm done. We are done with duels for the day. Come on, dude. No way. They only have 1 mana left, right? There's no way. There's no way. Howling Blast again. Are you kidding me, dude? That just gave me a bunch of armor, though, so that's good news. I'm chill with the extra armor. I'm back to 19 after they just used all of that. That's got to be a good sign, right? They wanted to go face there and couldn't. That's kind of sad. So next turn just feels like Under King and Penance, and we just armor up again, right? It's certainly fine. After they just used all of that burst, this just has to be enough, right? If it's not enough, like, then the game is broken, basically. But we're back to 28. All right. That was a crazy amount of damage in hand for us to survive, though, honestly. I'm really proud of that. So that guy is very big. That is very small. That is very face. Wow, face again, dude. This guy has no fear. He just always goes face. 11, 14. All right. Woo, good win, guys. That was a tough one. That got scary, man. That was so much burst. Okay. Disciple and Matriarch are good. Boomkin, I think that's okay. You know, some health damage occasionally. These are a little awkward, a little low value maybe for us. I don't mind having some low value cards. It's easier to dump them. You know, Plating's not bad. Ally's not bad. Wither, a little clunky maybe. But in particular, these are both such pop-offs if you get them early. Like Disciple for 3 mana is just insane. That's game winning. So I think we go here. Every chance I have to get a good endurance training play down early is the kind of thing that wins us games. So I think we try for that usually. All right. Yeah, if I was dead there, I think I just quit. I think we just leave. All right, 5-1, guys. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. So Matriarch's only good if we get bees. I don't think that's worth a keep. Penance and Spirit Guide both seem like great early game options. So Penance to answer an early scary minion. Spirit Guide because it's 2 mana. Harpy, I mean, sure, we'll play a 3/4. Spider Tank's not bad in this deck. Basaleph, we need a bigger pop off than this, but happy to see him. Honestly, he's been pretty good a couple times now. Has actually been better than I expected. He might be in the thumbnail, in fact. I don't know who else I'll use. Feels like a Basaleph thumbnail to me. Bone Caller looks pretty cool for a thumbnail, but kind of like the Basaleph. I don't know. All right, another Death Knight. Who could have guessed, man? What a weird, wacky world we live in. Only Death Knights all the time. I think I'll coin a Spirit Guide, by the way, right? Not even bad into hero power here. Just gets me more cards sooner. Ooh, that's good as well for later. This Penance will eat the 3/3 that pops out of this, so I think that's a good turn 2. Hey! Is that really all the voice line is? I can't hear the voice. I don't know what it sounds like. Just says, hey. So the Seed seems like a really good curve fill this early. Man, what a great result. Good stuff, dude. Wow. Hear me out, guys. Is that the play? Because I can actually just draw after. What do I draw usually? I get like Gift of the Naru and a Grave Digging. Like play this and then trade. So I get some potential pop-offs and then still get some good cards as well. I don't think Basaleph is so good that's worth protecting. It's just a 6/6. I mean, I do like the Undying Disciple a lot, though, to be fair. Penance is kind of wasted. I actually think I'm going to do this, dude. I think I'm going to see what we get. I just can't resist seeing what's in the box. And I like this order better, of course. I want some real cards, not all legendaries. Oh, Talon's insane, and Astalor's insane. Yeah, that's quite okay. I will take it, dude. Talon, it's a 6-mana behemoth, which is awesome. That's really good. That was a payoff for this experiment, by the way. That was the result we wanted and needed for this to feel right. Don't kill my minion, please. All right, that's a little better, maybe. We don't need Talon. Yeah, we can play him on 4, so let's just do this. I think I kill this, actually. It feels pretty bad, I'll be honest, but it's just if I don't, I enable the hero power sometimes to be too good against the Disciple, which is certainly the more valuable threat right now. So next turn, Astalor, Talon's good. Turn 5, maybe Tempo Harrison, Tempo Harvester. I don't think we actually have a way to activate the Harvester, do we? Doesn't feel like it. But a 2-mana Talon sure feels nice, man. Okay, keep minions in check, so hero power is not too good. We may play Astalor on 5. That's certainly not bad. I guess I'd rather Harrison in that case, though, because health definitely matters a lot in this matchup. We don't want to take too many hits. Yeah, Harrison for Glaciax is a good idea, too. Yeah, we didn't have to worry too much about the Glaciax last time because of all our taunts, but probably not a terrible thought. Oh, the ghoul is back. The ghoul is dead. Just like that. Yeah, I think Harvester here is fine. Well, they can't have Glaciax if they have Ghoul, so we don't have to worry about that. We can play Harrison. Tempo Harrison's fine. I mean, they have other weapons, obviously, but none are that important to remove. So I think just getting the 5/4 down here is sufficiently good for us. We actually do want the Talon to die here, sadly. We want to play that Behemoth on 6. It's the best time to play it, of course. So would be nice if it died, if Talon died here and we drew that. Otherwise, we're going to have to scrape together a turn of some kind. Good news is, though, we're doing a lot of counter pressure stuff right now. They don't seem to have a ton of choices up there, only 5 cards. You know, I think, as I said when we picked the Golden Kobold, there are enough legendary taunts that often you're going to hit an endurance training target. I think that kind of makes it feel more worth it for the Kobold often. Oh, basic totems. Oh, hit Talon. I wouldn't mind hitting Talon. Actually, be kind of cool. Oh, dang. Well, Mita's definitely a good fill if we're not going to hit the if we're not going to hit the Behemoth. We'll go Mita. That's fine. I kind of just like going face, man. I don't know. This is extra bonus damage sometimes. Like they're 20. Got a monster board that's really awkward to deal with. This feels like a good time to go face to me. Underking can trade while still shoring up my health total, although certainly not as worried about health now that we see they're more unholy than anything else. Of course, health is not as big of a concern against unholy. It's more of a board jostling type deal. Could maybe still be better to go Behemoth. We'll have to see if this has a good trade that feels worth it. I mean, this thing's definitely good to kill. Oh, buff totems, fun. I mean, I think we need to tidy up the board some, right? We can't really just go all in on face here. So we'll tidy things up a little bit for sure. Still have a nice little board here. Still get some kind of extra bonus minion here too, maybe. I'm thinking they're gonna have to trade a little bit at least. I guess if they hit me in the face with a buffed thing, mine would die before I got to attack with it, which would be kind of sad, but otherwise this hopefully presents a little value. All right, that's all I got. Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. Adara, anybody? Adara, anybody? Please? None of these are big enough to kill them either is the problem. Adara off the top, anybody? Ancient Reflections, just a bunch of 1/1s. Do we look for Adara here, or do we play it safe? I mean, we're not dead, right? I don't think. 22, 28, or 29, excuse me, 38. Oh God, we are probably dead. 38, 47, 54. I think exactly lethal with this as well, but we got a taunt. Zyrella has Reborn it and then Reflections. It's still only 1/1s. There's just not enough, right? Yeah. Oh, this guy you mean? Or no, we can't do that to this guy. You mean this thing? I mean, that is a good option, but let's see what we find here first, right? Let's see if we don't just hit an Adara. Because if we hit an Adara, obviously the game is very different. Honestly, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this keeps me in the game, right? So that's something. Oh, I should draw here too. For next turn, maybe. Oh, cool. I'd rather have the taunt anyway right now, but still annoying. Any other draw would have been better. All right. What do we do here then? Yeah, that is definitely a lot of bears. Yes. Frostborn's okay. Is there ever a world I can like just hit them and kill them here maybe with like Astalors and stuff? Or I just hit for 7 and like try to line. Oh no, because these are gonna be dormant. Oh my god, guys. Oh no. Guys, these are dormant. Oh, this is the worst. Chat. This is the worst idea you guys have ever had. Oh my god. Of course. Oh no, chat, you guys screwed me. Scroll of Wonder's gonna save us, don't worry. Don't worry. Spyglass ever save us? Maybe? I don't know. I can't play a Soul Stealer. Zyrella might keep me alive though for at least a minute. Frostmourne Face would be cool, but it's not a win. I think I gotta use this to even stay alive. Yeah, who said give this Reborn and Reflections, idiot. I deal 3 to the board here with a Disciple. I mean, we maybe, oh my god, all my fragments are dying. We might oh, Adara, but I can't play it. Oh dude. Oh, we didn't think about Adara being in the Talon pool, by the way. Am I still dead? Maybe they added 10 damage. I think I said 54 earlier and we're only at 56. I think we're still dead. We probably needed to hit a scroll. Chat, this was the worst idea. Malrock, dude, thanks for the 6 months. I wonder if we would have been better off that turn just committing to the Zyrella and always drawing the Adara. Oh, I guess it wasn't guaranteed. We had Under King and Matriarchs and stuff, so yeah, it wasn't guaranteed. I don't know what the best line would have been. I'm pretty sure it definitely wasn't locking out our board with an endless dormant pairs. I know that. But I don't know what the best line was, actually. Hard to say. Mask of Mimicry could be pretty nice for us with some of our taunts, or any of the opponent getting a taunt too, just getting some cheap taunts down. I think I like that, actually. We risk losing some valuable minions like Adaras and stuff. And like Under Kings. Maybe we like Astral Portal better. I mean, I don't, but I don't know. We have like a lot of Astalor sitting in hand too. I don't know, man. Not that getting an Astalor, if this would be a bad idea necessarily. Clearly, if we get some Astalor copies, that might be just fine. Maybe we will take this. We have the choice of when to use it, which is advantageous. I wouldn't want to be forced to use it sometimes. There'd be a lot of scenarios where I think it sucks, but ooh, this is really nice. But this isn't bad either. I think the metas are a little slow for us, so we'll take this. I like this being 2 mana. That's good. I'm gonna scroll up. Who planted that seed in my brain? Who incepted the idea of the reborn? Who said it first? Who said it first? Reborn it, then reflections speed bump, says George Barca. Malrock says reborn, taunt, and reflect. I think we've got to ban some people. I think it's time to go. Yeah, I need someone to blame for sure. I can't possibly make a mistake as a streamer, so we know it must be chat's fault. We know streamers are faultless in the eyes of the universe. So, not every sub, doesn't matter. Banned! I think there are people who might think I actually ban people when I joke about banning people, but I don't, guys. I never actually ban people. Never actually. Now, YouTube commenters I do ban. Yes. I do ban a lot of YouTube commenters because unlike Twitch chat, I can't be there to like, because a lot of people make bad faith comments and bad faith arguments and just straight up mistruths on YouTube, and you can't be there all the time to prevent their just absolute garbage influence being seen by helpless and hapless other commenters. So yeah, I ban people. On Twitch, I can regulate and control, like, hey, no, that's not right. No, what you're saying is not true. I did not eat a breakfast burrito at the airport. You did not see me eat that breakfast burrito. Don't make things up. Slander my good name. You know, those sorts of things, but can't do that on YouTube. There's too many videos to keep track of. All right, Spirit Guide's awesome early. Do we keep Xyrella just because we know it's such a powerful play? Probably so. Our deck's getting so dense here. We need to make sure. I don't think Bees is good enough, particularly against this particular hero power. All right, Mita's a tad slow. Now I'm worried, guys. I felt like we had a really good buffer there, but now that we're on our final win, I feel a little doomed. We're gonna perhaps need a couple good Book of Wonders games to carry us here. I think this otherwise might be too tough. Hagatha's is a little scary. Robes is very scary against mage stuff and rogue stuff always. All right, I don't like all these full cost cards. I need a Bone Caller, I need a Kartut, I need a Disciple, etc. Okay, at least that can die, but you gotta worry about the secrets always. Oh, not playing it now at least, okay.
The two are one.
Do we draw a card or do we heal here? I mean, we have at least one play next turn no matter what. I kind of do like this dying though, right? I think I draw a card. I think I want more cards than I want more bodies. Oh God, Scroll, don't screw me. Oh, Scroll, you are, oh my God, Scroll, you're the best. I said we need a good Scroll and we finally got one. Holy crap. Okay. Don't transform that. Don't freeze that. Don't do stupid stuff to that, okay? Don't do it. Leave my Denathrius be. Chronologist, that's fine. They have the 0 mana secret now. I wonder if they just literally didn't have one before, or maybe if it was not a good choice. Curious. I think we go face. Okay. I think we play a minion to test secrets, right? Not vitally important that that connects, but cool if it does. Okay. So we know that face attacks currently are safe. That's the only thing that we know. Spells are screwed, but we don't need spells currently, so that's fine. I'm thinking stuff's gonna get frozen. I don't think... Oh, that is a great answer. Jeez Louise. All right. So we reset a little here. The first matriarch discounted the second too, which is always nice. All right. Mita will be good next turn. Maybe we just take a Boomkin here. Feels really weird though, doesn't it? Not in love with it. We don't have any good undead here either to play. Water Bearer and Boomkin kind of do the same thing. Thinking maybe we just take the Boomkin hit here and try to tidy up these poisonous guys so that our future minions have a higher likelihood to survive. If I had good chip AoE, you know, you'd probably prioritize the Arcanologist, but I don't. I don't have any AoE that works that way that well. Mita is probably gonna be okay next turn. Adara might be really important on 7 if I can ensure that it's gonna be safe and not objectioned. Depends on how big the board is, I guess, too. We'll have to see. All right. Staff of Scales is not a super aggressive line. Hagatha's Embrace. I mean, we have to assume there's something fairly big in hand by now, which Adara answers well, but not much of my other removal does. We don't have universal removal in this deck. We never got offered like the Whirlpool that we needed, or Plague of Death actually is what we would get, I guess, huh? Yeah, that's fairly big. Not crazy though, at least. Still a little contested by Mita, maybe. Party Portal. Gross. Ooh, Bonecaller brings back a 5/5. Do we maybe like Bonecaller Penance better? Lets me test some stuff, get a hero power. I think in that case, I actually rip the allies here to make sure the Penance connects. It's going to whiff. This is not an undead, so it's not ideal by any means. But I get to test more secrets that way. I mean, are we okay just putting Mita down as another thought? I think this advances a lot more tempo. So I think we probably do this. I think we test Counterspell. Not Counterspell. Okay. I think this is the most threatening on board that can actually be killed. I mean, that would be nice if that died, but whatever. Can't do it for now. Could be a Spellbinder, I guess, too. Seems like it's going to be an Oasis ally, which is probably good news because we don't really ever have to proc Oasis ally. Hopefully, if we get a big enough board, eventually we'll just start whacking them in the face. And otherwise, they're going to be the ones taking trades and stuff. Okay, so more card draw off this 5/5 coming back means Gift of the Naru and maybe another Grave Digging, I guess. Ooh, Spyglass is so good. There are insane targets across the board here. I got the Mita. Okay, that's actually... I'm pretty relieved it's not Adara. I guess Zyrella probably wouldn't have been too good for the Mita, though. So maybe that's okay. Mask Adara later could be an amazing stabilizer. Am I just hitting face again to play around the Oasis ally here? I mean, is Adara here just good? I don't know they're going to have a much better board. I get 2 awesome things. I don't think the Adara dies usually. And then I might get to mask it later. I kind of think it is, right? Like, they only have 4 cards left. I just proc the ally. I don't even think I proc the ally. I'm thinking about going face. I don't actually care about the card. I'm hoping that I never actually really have to hit stuff. I mean, theoretically, if I go for Mitas later, I would. Because obviously, I don't really have enough reach right now. But if I Mask of Mimicry next turn, I get even more Adaras. And I just start hitting them a lot. I don't even think I proc it. I think I just wait. I think I just go face. It's kind of risky, of course, but you know, if I do have to proc it later, a 3/6 is not the end of the world. And if I don't have to proc it, A+, right? Like we're happy, we're off for the races and stuff. So this turn feels like Mita mask if the Adara lives. Probably get the Mita down just to fill my mana first, right? But then mask to get more Adaras. Okay, they're gonna play another... They don't play another secret here. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly what we talked about before. Oh my god. I think it's just Meta Mask, man. And I get two, is it 2 more metas, I guess? Yeah, no, 3 more metas. I like that. I think that's good. And I just go face again. And then we hope to deal with these things via the metas. I mean, or the Adaras. Now, it is true at the moment that I don't actually have a way to get around an objection in that case. But I'm not, like, dead yet. And I can probably get by with some Xyrellas and stuff in the meantime. Or just stay alive, right? That's fine, too. I think I like this, guys. 3 more Adaras. This thing hopefully doesn't get crazy. Hoping they just honestly don't have a lot of secrets. A new secret means objection becomes pretty spooky for me. The Orion itself does not become particularly spooky because Adara handles that just fine, but it's getting past that. That's like I need the Adara into play. So drawing like a 2-cost minion here would be perfect. A Bone Caller, a Bone Wraith, a Crystal Merchant, an Astalor Bloodsworn, an Arcanologist is now in the deck. That'd be cool. Now, we do, you know, we still have 17 to go, so we're not killing them yet, but I'm sort of trusting that we'll eventually just keep them on the back foot so much that we're just going to chip them down turn after turn after turn, right? And then eventually they will fall over and die. With the 3 Adaras in a row, basically. They just never get aboard, and we just keep whacking a little at a time. And if not, you know, we fall back on the old game plan of outvaluing them, because we still can outvalue people. I wonder if they just said, screw this, I am not playing against 17 Adaras, bro. You are the worst. Because that is a pretty reasonable conclusion to make. I understand. I never proctored through secret, and they're like, no, screw these Adaras, man. No, thank you. I guess we just play this one now because it seems like the game is about to end, and I'll just be extra safe that way. But I still have 2 to go, so it's not the end of the world if we don't kill them here. All right. Good win again, man. I like the way we played this game, actually. I think now our only backfire is Book of Wonders, casting like Tree of Life, and the opponent deciding that they didn't want to concede the game and throw their phone in the garbage. But it looks like we're okay. All right, man. 6 wins is pretty good. I'm really pumped to get to 6 wins on this deck, guys. Kind of an off-meta, fun deck to get to 6. Good, decent run here. Worst case scenario, you know, a 66% win rate. It's not bad. 6-3. 66.666 repeating, of course. What was the original deck built around? Big undead res, basically, like big priest kind of. Bone Callers, Psychopomps, Kartut Defenders, Undying Disciples. We had Uldum, Lich King, and Alterac Valley. Alterac Valley for the Xyrella and the Disciple. So we had a pretty tight... oh my god, this hand is like perfect. Oh my god, dude. Spirit Guide on 1, Bone Caller on 2, Disciple on 3, Kobold on 4. Won't have any cards left, but who cares? This hand is just insane. Mummy Magic and Unholy Gift. Okay, Gift is not too scary. Mummy Magic certainly can be with all the eggs. They seem to always get their eggs on turn 1 no matter what, so hopefully they don't have an egg on turn 1 for one time. One time? One time? Regis, have you ever? Yes, I have ever. Yes, indeed. I have. Whatever it is, I've done it. I'm a man of the world. Done it all, seen it all. Regis, what do you think about? I think about everything. Think about it all. Particularly great questions from Twitch chat. I ponder them. I ponder them. Today I was actually thinking about how I think... Ooh. This is kind of the wrong order now. They didn't kill this. I'm so used to this dying. I don't play this, though. Everything else is too good right now. I guess we just tempo it. It's fine. Whatever. Earlier today, I was thinking about how to classify Hearthstone players and the kinds of things they enjoy. I think there's basically like a triangle of people who enjoy one of 3 different attributes of Hearthstone gameplay, and you kind of align along a spectrum in that triangle. And those 3 things are optimization, novelty and spectacle. Some people like really optimized lines of play, and they like super refined deck lists and playing things perfectly. It's like pro players, high legend players. They don't care if the deck is new or if it's some fancy amazing thing. They just like to be optimized and perfect. And some people like novelty. They want things to be different and unique and chaotic and just new. And they don't really care if it's optimized that much. And then some people like spectacle. They want like a big, amazing thing to happen. And it can be the same exact thing every time, but they want something big to go on. And that is basically like combo players. And I think across the three, you kind of probably favor two of those usually. So like an optimized and spectacle person is going to play a great combo deck. And a spectacle novelty person is going to play some wacky weird combo. Think about Mark McZ on YouTube, or kind of me too probably, right? But I'm probably more about novelty. I don't necessarily need as much combo spectacle. I just like new things. I want it to be new and different all the time. So I think people just line up across one of those three dimensions basically. And that's how we all kind of enjoy Hearthstone in different ways. And this probably aligns a lot to like Spike, Timmy stuff too. But that's sort of more of a one-dimensional label. I'm saying that you land somewhere in this triangle and you can kind of pinpoint your location because it's a mix. And some people might be dead in the center and just like everything, you know? I think we have to kill the Death Whisper early. It always sucks. It's always scary, but it's only potentially going to get worse and give them more control if we don't. So I think we just try to shut it down now. I hate how much value this gets them every single time, but it is what it is. It's just a full hand now. Hopefully they burn something awesome. That's not awesome. So they have 10 frost spells in hand. No. Yes. No, 3 and 3 and 2. 8 frost spells in hand. God knows what those are going to be. Probably going to lose, but what can you do? We do have a monster board. It's a really good board. We're putting in quite a bit of pressure with this board as well. Oh, that's a fairly slow play in the scheme of things. I'm excited to see that. I think we'll just go face more. Gonna try to kill another 2/2 here. They do. They snipe one. All right. I think I go big, man. I think we go Kobold to make another giant board. Worried about an AoE locking this down. But Fury is not till turn 7, right? So maybe we'll have a minute. Kind of hate to lose grave digging here, because if I get bad Kobold rolls, we could be screwed, but I think we need to go all in on this. Okay, I mean, I have a curve play a couple times at least, but I wish this were better. I do wish this were a little better. I don't think I need to deal with that, because even if they clear the board, it's gonna die to my disciples, right? I mean, I have a little bit of stickiness here on the reborn aspect and the pullback on this death rattle on the bone guy. We get something 5/5 or something, who knows? But yeah, there's the howling blasts. Freezing one big target, freezing another big target, clearing 2 small guys. So here we get to hit for 6 again. Cookie's actually pretty good because I think we get some bonus life out of it, which is nice. Don't clear my board. Don't clear my board. Don't hit the opponent. Oh, that's a good roll. Wow, reflections. I don't think it's time for that yet, but I do like that. That's pretty cool. I guess I'm gonna like heal here. I could try to heal to draw more cards, but I think I care a little bit more about this board sticking for now and really making them have to work to clear this. I'm trying to think if there are breakpoints that matter, but healing taunts in particular is useful because I think we could get Frostworm Furied twice in a row, and having taunts that are alive is helpful to both work around the 5/5s and any future buffs or damage that come through. But I wouldn't be shocked at all if 2 straight Frostworm Fury hits happened. They might use one on a minion like the 6/4, for instance, and then go from there. But Cookie gives me some face damage, more howling blasts instead. Okay, thank God they don't have spell damage, or I would just be giga dead already. All right, Tiny Thimble. Okay. It's pretty good. Do you clear the 5-1 here to give me draw, or do you clear the 3-3? I'd probably clear the 3-3, huh? Or both. Okay, sure, that's really good. Leaving this 3-1 alive, though, gives me a bunch of potential damage. In fact, does it give me lethal? I think it absolutely will with this, right? It heals them 3, but I net 1,000,000. Oh, actually, hold up. Do we have enough without it anyway? Like if I heal here, that's going to 5... 8, 10? No. But this heals them for 3 and heals that thing for 8,000,000. So this has to be lethal, right? Yes, indeed. 8,000,000 indeed. All right, cool. Good win. Yeah, 7 wins, guys. Let's go, dude. Off meta 7-win deck. I love it, man. That's always great. Really, really fun stuff. Crusty is good removal for big stuff, which we don't have a lot of, to be honest. I think I like that better than Spyglass in this case. There's been a few times where I've said like, oh, we don't have a way to kill that big thing, and I feel like Crusty gives me that way. Not otherwise the most synergistic piece, but Spyglasses won't be either, so I think that's better. Oh dang, not bad, but I like this better. We want to hit these taunt discounts as much as humanly possible, as fast as possible. That last game was like the perfect opener curve. Hop dude, thanks again for the sub.
Elise versus Elise.
The League of Explorers cannot fail.
Okay, Under King's way too expensive. If these had taunt, they'd be the best card in the deck by a mile, but they don't. I think we need to make sure we hit some early plays. I don't think Basaleph's a big enough payoff to be worth it in the mulligan. Zyrella is, Adara is for like more late game cards, but Basaleph's a little too unreliable for that, I think, to keep it that early. Okay, Mummy Magic and Tome, so probably a more aggressive Druid, maybe? Which can be a problem. I mean, if we can get them trading into taunts enough, it won't matter too much, I guess, but there are certainly scenarios where if they get a big swarm of early undead, they're going to overrun me. Okay, that actually implies a later game undead. We don't have this card because we did not want to run Stormwind, but pretty good card to have, I think. Let's get an Astler down to start testing secrets. We're not worried about the mana thirst on this front half at all. That's no big deal. Just being able to attack face into these is a big deal to isolate secrets. Pathmaker is fine on 2, or I guess Kartut better next turn, really. We don't have to heal off the Kartut yet. All good. Oh, Psychopomp Kartut could be awesome if that connected. It's a 50-50 right now, but maybe if this dies to a attack or something, spell. All right. I don't think Reflections Kartut is worth it, by the way. Like, yeah, it's a big swarmy board and stuff, but Priest/Druid can handle wide boards without too much problem, and I think I would want more threat out of that. Oh, that might be worth a Reflections, though.
Arcane Bolt.
We can even test an Ice Trap.
Arcane Bolt.
Trade in to get one more of these? No Ice Trap, okay. That's a lot of damage. That's totally fine, okay. So that's 6 damage for each of these times 6. That's 36. They could maybe just be dead soon, right? Of course, they have healing and silence potential. Yeah, there you go. But that's just a board of 4/3s now. That's not so bad. I mean, that's, if we're gonna, I mean, it's almost the same amount of damage, right? And it's harder to deal with potentially. It's not quite, but you know, I'll take it anyway. It's not the end of the world by any means. So this has a couple. Oh, actually, this is probably just better to protect these minions here, honestly, and just go face some more. I think I'll even heal here as well. Shore up the board and draw a card, right? Yeah, okay. So I mean, this is a lethal threat presented, if they can't deal with all of this effectively. Surely a priest can. There's no doubt they can sometimes, but will they have it, I guess? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Backed Pine, thanks for the 28 months, dude. That's really big and nice. Famous words from Regis. Surely grave digging will be available here. I don't think we have any like burst damage cards in the deck though. Boomkin maybe deals a little damage. Bees can't go face. Wither would actually be potentially a big buff. Buff everything by 1/1. Could be cool. Healing that to draw. Okay, that's a good sign. No mana left, hardly, and not healing face. Yeah, wow. Reflections just steals games sometimes, guys. I tell you what, man. I think they were in a pickle there anyway. They kind of emoted that was a mistake on the shard, but I don't think they had a choice. They were going to die either way, basically, right? Dang, this is a good bucket. This is not bad, dude. There's a lot of card draw. Ultimately, though, still not the taunts that I think we really want to make this deck shine. So even though it's card draw, it's sometimes expensive conditional card draw, which could be hard to work with. Do they always match people in duels with the same number of wins? I don't think it's technically wins. It is games played. So your treasures will match, but I think technically you can play people with more wins as long as you've played the same number of games. And sometimes that has bugged out. Used to, there were instances where you'd play somebody with more health than you sometimes. I think they fixed that though. That's what I remember hearing, at least. I don't know if we have any insights into that. Maybe they try. I feel like maybe they try to match you with somebody that has the same number of wins, but then if they can't find a match, they give you the same games. So like you could be playing somebody that's like 9-0 while you're 7-2 or whatever, right? As long as your treasures match up. Oh yeah, Grumpier Goat has a good example. I've played people with more wins. There's that minion that gets bigger based on wins, and I've run into one with bigger stats than mine. Perfect example of how you can see that happening live. Karudra, by the way, thanks for the 3-month sub. That's amazing, Karudra. I'm happy to get a duels run for YouTube, guys. I haven't had one in a while. This is definitely going to be a YouTube run. This is amazing. Great highlights. Good win total. Good length for YouTube too right now. Always nice. He's an idiot right now because oh, the board of dormant minions, dude. Yeah, what a throw. That's actually a great highlight too. Low light, funny low light for the video, of course. I think people secretly really like it when they see something go wrong and they spotted it ahead of time, which I don't know how many people will, but certainly some will. It gives these people like, oh yeah, I'm so smart, I saw it kind of feeling, you know, and then they get excited. It's a good feeling to have for people to feel smart. Oh yeah, Reeves has another example. I'm pretty sure I've seen you fight the same guy twice in a row at 11-0, 11-1. He couldn't have had the same number of wins both times. Yeah, I think that has happened indeed. Another good example. Yeah. All right, Spyglass might actually be fine to keep. The mana cheat on it is just so significant early that it's pretty cool. These cards absolutely suck though. We're probably playing a Shock Spitter Hunter, which can obviously do 1 billion damage, but hopefully we either cheat out something awesome on book or just find enough life gain to get out ahead of that under kings and stuff, because it can take them a while to get things rolling for sure. Grom's Arm Guards is scary. Battle Stance is so annoying. I need them to have an undead taunt in hand. that's the oh god, of course. Dang it. No, come on. How frustrating. That's so annoying. I mean, it's still good, right? It's still good. If it can use it to cheat out a big card, I'll be happy, but how sad. It was like a 1 out of 5 at that stage. Bone Collar is good. Do we tempo the Bone Collar? It's not undead. He probably doesn't die. We know he doesn't die to just battle stance attack. I don't know, man. Heal's not bad here, honestly. Let's just wait at least one moment here if we can. Yeah, we really need a card tut this game, right? And then I need a lot of Under King value for armor gain, because it's not just about staying at 40. It's actually going to be about getting above 40, I think, in some cases. They're already ramping as well. Are you kidding me? Scroll, give me a Denathrius again. Come on. It's not bad. That's not bad. We take that. We like Xyrella as well. That's cool. Okay, okay. I mean, that's gonna hit for 4. That's pretty bad, actually. Let's just what I wouldn't give for an undead, man. Do I draw a card here or do I heal? I think I need to draw a card, right? I need a big, yeah, there we go, baby. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. All right, we'll hold coin next turn then, because I can go card tut into Astalor next turn. That's probably better. Okay. So we've got the stuff we need. We just need to get there. And we need armor in particular, I think. Next goal is to find Under Kings, or do I have any other armor gain cards? I don't even know. Go to hitting minions, that's fine with me. Whatever. Give me 8 armor somehow. Chitinous plating. Oh, that's less healing. Oh, shoot. Okay, we like that, all right. That's cool. Can live with that. Penance here feels a little wasted because of the Kartut healing. I think we just go face. is the takeaway. I think face is better here. All right. Not that I'm really looking to race so much. It's just that I know their minions very often have to trade in. So it's like I just get the advantage of free hits, right? Put them on the back foot a little bit. Krusty will discount the Matriarch, which is funny. Not worth much, but funny. All right. What's my best run this year? This one, if you're counting 2023, we've only done, I think, 3 runs. So I think it's this one. I think I've maybe streamed twice before this year, and I think I did 1 run each, or maybe only one other time, if I really think about it. But yeah, I think this run. 2022, I don't know. We had various 12-win runs, of course. I don't know which one was the actual best. All right, more attacks coming through. I need armor gain. Xyrella has a little bit of armor gain, but certainly not enough. Under Kings are where the armor lives. Astalor gives me armor on 7, but that's pretty far away. Bone Collar, a little better now, but still... No, he's still good. I guess we've only had the 1 undead, right? Yeah, Bone Collar's good. That's hitting a minion. That's kind of a nice sign, I guess. Bees, pretty garbage. All right, let's just see. Yeah, second Bone Collar's awesome. Water Bearer is actually probably pretty good later too, isn't it? Yeah. All right, love the taunts. Keeps them from doing a lot of chip damage, so it really does demand shock spitters and stuff get big. I mean, they can still get big enough. I have no I know they'll get big enough. I'm not thinking we're just alive always, but it at least requires a little more input from them. I really need Under Kings though, man. I have 3. I think that's the only thing that's going to matter this game. I need them to play like an 8/8, and then I need Under King, Ancient Reflections somehow, and just get like 1 billion armor. And then Xyrella into 1 billion more. So we just have to be fast, you know? Matriarch is... it's fine. Bee's Matriarch is also fine, I guess. I don't... I think we just play one of these and go with the hero power. Astalor next turn's fine. Well, it's kind of dying, but I don't know if it's dying fast enough. Astalor to 45, I guess? I don't know, man. Oh, cool. Full hand hero power. That's fun. They hit the button too. That's not even like the old way when you had to, you got it for free at the beginning. That's good. They probably wanted that breeder too to help find more shock spitters, right? That's really nice. Down to 16. We have a lot of board here. That was the best target to hit. Other ones had death rattles or were tiny. That gives me more damage on board actually, so that's cool. No lethals here, unfortunately, though, right? We're only gonna have what, 6, 8, 10? 12? This can't go face? I don't have any way to do face damage, right? This doesn't go face. Man, are you serious right now? Irella is not available yet. Yeah, I guess it's just Assel or Ping in that case then. 12 damage, dude. Kind of sad. So we just have to hope we're not dead here, right? The good news is currently they can't actually swing for any sort of bonus damage. If they need it on the shock spitter. You know what I mean? Like they can't pump up the shock spitter one more without a heal, which if they heal, I'm sure they don't have enough mana to, well, I don't know. They do have warrior cards, so sometimes they can heal enough, I guess. To be fair. All right, drawing cards is still a good sign because that's mana expended already. I also just don't even need minions to attack right now. A ping is sufficient. So, it's good news. That's a little life gain. Good targets though, because those come back to life. It's nice. Asselor right now, by the way, is just 8. So Asselor mana ping is 10. Again, I don't even really need these minions to be alive, but it seems like they might be. Cool. Good stuff, dude. Another great win, guys. I think we even got off to a slow start on that one. That's not bad at all. I don't know if we had any Book of Wonders cheese that game either. Just straight up kind of raced them down. It's weird. Endurance training sometimes makes you almost an aggro deck of sorts. All right, Worshipper's good and cheap. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna talk to my wife, and then I will be back in 1 minute. We're gonna take this, of course. So give me a sec. Got my freaking glasses dirty. Wife messed up my hair again. Hey, Volt. I don't know if I said thanks for the 32 months, man, but I love it. Thank you. All right. Look what. How did we get here? 9 wins, man. Cool. Great stuff. Manaroth, thanks to the Prime sub. You big demon. How'd you know my real name is Frederick? It's Archibald. Regis Archibald the Third. Esquire. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Regis Archibald the Third. Champion of Duels. All right, garbage cards, get out of here. I think we got to get pretty aggressive in the mulligan to make sure we're hitting good things. In other words, I don't think a random 3-drop is going to get us there, or a random 1-drop. Like, yeah, that worthy we could play on turn 1, but we need to find that space to get higher quality plays sooner. We need to increase the quality of our draw on average. A bad 1-drop just because it fills the curve is not sufficient when that can instead be an Ancient Reflections that wins a game, right? Much more important to get the game-winning plays going, I think. Bone Caller on 2 still doesn't feel great. If we could hit a Bone Wraith on 2, we'd be over the moon. Over the moon. Boomkin on 2 also sucks. I think we draw here. I don't think that's good enough. Ugh. Man. I need the opponent to play like an egg card that I can Ancient Reflections on 4. Give me a 10-10. Give me a Denathrius. Riot? Blood to Ichor. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, great 3-drop. Perfect for the Bone Caller too. Really nice. Dude, Bone Caller Reflections with Kartuts inside each one, that actually becomes very interesting. because that is currently the only undead that has died. That is a monster board. Is it the best we can do is the question. Maybe, right? Maybe. Just an overwhelmingly aggressive board. Layer after layer of threats. I kind of like that if we want to do it. Just play the Yeti here. It's turn 6 though. I mean, if we get a better reflections, you know, I'm gonna be tempted to play the better reflections, of course. Krusty or Boomkin here. I mean, Boomkin currently feels a little better, although I do like that it has healing for later. What in God's name is happening? Just played literally every card they have. Okay, well, they answered this question. They solved the dilemma of what to do with the ancient reflections. It's actually too many. I don't need this many, but yeah, they solved that problem for us. Imagine the bone collar too, just another one, just to rub salt in the wound, I guess. Oh, we were really debating on how to make this one work. I don't know what's gonna happen here, guys, to be honest. I don't know if this is good or bad, but we're gonna try it. I think we need to be going face a little, but also tidying up minions a little, of course. So this has a ghoul inside of it. This does not. How do we want to handle this? Like, I need to be trading in enough that I get more 5/5s, right? But I also need to be alive. We've got this kind of like middle ground here. I don't know how this is gonna unfold. If I don't make enough 5/5s or 5/1s, whatever, you know what I mean. If I don't get 5 damage threats in play, I'm not gonna win the game because I can't kill them fast enough. And I can't maybe make board space either. So how many do we do is the question. Because if I kill another one, like, they can trade in and get their own infectious ghoul board. 7 times 5 is 35, which wouldn't set me up for lethal quite yet because I can't Boomkin. And I can Adara though on a future turn if they like trade in their own, right? I think it looks something like this. Enough to be annoying and create some loops and stuff, but 2 of these have ghouls inside of them. Because if they go big and wide, we can just Adara to reset them and then we're still good to go. I just hope they don't go face too hard. That's what I would actually be worried about. If they go face really hard and just try to race me, I think we lose in that scenario. Oh my. So just gonna do a full, well, they're just dead here if they don't clear, right? I just have 35. Oh no, they got stacked up too much. Oh no, I don't have that many. They're all stacked up inside of here. So yeah, this is probably an Adara and hit for 15 then. Just to get rid of all these problems, right? A heal is like never gonna do more than just an Adara here, right? We just solve this problem. Hope we're alive at 20. It's kind of the best we can do. I don't trade in because that gives them extra stuff. I think we just have to go. Hope for the best here. This actually does set up lethal with a Boomkin as well, assuming stuff lives. And if it doesn't live, I guess we're getting more ghouls back, or this is at least giving us 1 ghoul back. So either more or the same number of ghouls. If they clear or freeze, they could freeze the board. In which case, I'd probably have to Boomkin heal into a taunt. Glaciax, is that a lethal setup? Surely not yet, right? Yeah, that just gives us lethal with Boomkin. Cool. Fun, dude. Crazy game.
Stand aside.
Cool. Really fun. Crazy game. I still don't know if I handled the actual trade-in of the 1/1s correctly, but I think it was right. You had to create enough pressure to make it a threat, otherwise they just ignore it forever. Ooh, Plague of Death. Man, is that something we really need? I feel like 9 mana is just not happening though, ever. I don't think so. I think we want more 3 mana taunts always. Infectious Ghoul hurts my head, so I assume you played it correctly. I like your just default assumption that I'm right. That's what we need more of in the world. People to just blindly trust me. That's great. All right, same sort of worthy expedition. I think we have to mulligan harder than that. Basaleph, again, too. I think I need the payoffs. Disciple actually does make the Basaleph a little more interesting, though, because I know that I have at least one pseudo early game play. So I could maybe hold on to the Basaleph for a slightly better line. But I don't know, man. I think we have too many good cards. I have Xyrellas, I have Treasures. Like, I don't think these are good enough. Basaleph, a little too conditional. Now, I do think this is going to be a token druid, in which case Undying Disciple is amazing to help shut down an early token aggression board. But I would love to get a threat down from a Book of Wonders early. How exciting would that be? Robes and Roots. Okay, Roots is often tough for us. Denathrius? Not a Denathrius, but quite good, I would say. This is a little out of order, but we'll be happy to play this on 4, I'm sure. Disciple again seems nuts. This is exactly the kind of deck Disciple's so good against usually. Coin already. Nature Studies to buff. Sure, that's smart. I like it. We're probably just hero powering on 2 here, right? I don't have a good way to... I mean, I guess I'd play like a Penance. That'd be fun. Scroll? Oh, that's a nice little bonus, isn't it? Yeah. Are these undead? Oh my god, they're undead! Oh! Are you kidding? Yes, Wither finally pays off after all this time, dude. That's so sick. What a great roll that turned out to be. Holy crap, Wither is so good. Man.
Be scrappy with scraps.
That's actually an insane high roll, honestly, though. All right. This is just Disciple and clear this guy off, I guess. I think it's important to clear for the Iron Roots, obviously. Getting bigger and bigger. It is unfortunately a little rough of a shape now, but that's okay. Now, these do actually make the Bone Collar worse, but I think that's an exchange we're happy to have made just to get the awesome board advantage. And now we got, a board clear and 6/6 in minions there. 7/7, I guess, total. Quite a worthwhile exchange in my book, I'd say. We're getting a lot of removal off these rats and a lot of annoying trades, I'll say. But the 3/7 now trades a bit better into these, thankfully. Yeah, let's just keep building the board, right? I think that's the real goal. I'm assuming that'll draw me more cards than hero power long term. I don't think the druid's gonna kill this too often. I expect to see a hero power on the 3/3 at some point soon. I think they're gonna recognize this is just too much of a threat, so I'm happy to trade it in, basically. I don't think the high health is worth much against that hero power. But yeah, let's see. Okay, making minions first, maybe? Wow, that surprises me. Guess they do get pretty big off roots sometimes, yeah. If I can get this 3/3 in the pool before the Bone Collar dies, there's a chance we get it back, right? Which would be super cool. Trade math here looks like it might be a bit awkward, huh? Not too awkward, though. I think we do just trade this in, get the full value out of it. Guess this is probably going in since it doesn't have taunt. Could do this and try to hit the high roll, but it's just a better minion for now, so I don't see the point. Don't see the point. Okay. Thinking maybe I just put down an actual minion now. Hero power and this are the same. this turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! No! Amazing! Actually insane. Okay, don't have wand, I guess, is really the next next hurdle. Don't have wand. Not a wand. That's good news. Okay. Yeah, I don't love my plays here. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a lot of bad trades just to respect this board, huh? I guess Worshipper kind of helps in that regard. Maybe we will get some Gift of the Naru value in this case. I'm not thrilled about healing the opponent, but we don't necessarily hate it either, I guess. Am I trading in on all of these? Just feels so bad. I can use my face on one of them. That makes me feel a little happier, I guess. Again, I think it is important to respect the minions, but I don't love it. I'm healing them a little, which is annoying, but not the end of the world still. At the end of the day, we want to be ahead more than anything else. Okay, again, just don't have wand. I think they would have used it last turn if they had it, so it's really just a top deck question at this stage. Now we might need to go face. What do we have? 6, 8, 9, 11. Oh, that's big though. Dang. Okay, scratch that plan, I guess. Why is that so big, bro? These, remember, I need board space. That's kind of annoying. This deals 4 and 3 and 2. Probably the way to go here then. How much damage is going face? 5, 7, 8, and 6 is 14. It's still not technically enough. I really don't want to have to kill that 6, 7, but if I don't, I know it's going to get taunt later, right? It's so annoying. It's so annoying because I know it's going to get taunt. These are undead, so maybe I'll put them in this pool and just trade all this stuff in. Protect the 2/4 here. Like, I lose all my taunts now, but I don't think that matters so much. I'm basically making some inefficient trades to make this play better, this trade better. So I get a better minion often. Got a good one anyway. Okay, that's fine. Right. I don't know, man. Debatable, right? But I know I'm gonna have to do it next turn because it's gonna get taunt off a nature spell a vast majority of the time, and maybe even always. What is this from? I don't know. Doughboy thinks the 11 months, man. Oh, okay, that's just going to be fine. That doesn't deal with this very well. Kill this one. That makes sense, of course. Freebie. Allies into Kartut or Disciple again, I guess. Okay, still not dead. Does this give me any lethal outs sometimes? Crazy, like, druid buff stuff? No, draw 2 cards might be good, though. I don't really need to play a Disciple yet. Would I rather just put more stuff in play, though? Maybe save that for later. I think that's better. Put more stuff in play. More taunts, more everything. We're drawing a card off this, so... Probably better. Should I have given that Reborn? I don't know. Good question. Didn't think about it. Probably. It doesn't necessarily matter much, but maybe. Okay. I mean, this game's weird. We've kind of had to just do a lot more trading than I want to, but again, when we know they're getting taunts off stuff, you just have to respect it. That can't be good enough, right? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That picked a random target. Oh, that's a good hit. That picked a random target, dude. Why couldn't it have been the Crystal Merchant? Are you kidding me, man? I don't have any board silences other than Adara, right? I guess I could try to top deck an Adara here.
I must not fail.
It's the only thing I have that's good against these, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's top deck an Adara, man. I don't know. It's easy, right? I only have 31 cards. This could be risky with book. I could lose my own board or something, but Mask of Mimicry? I don't think that's very good for this particular board state, right?
Did I spook ya?
Man, these are a pain to kill, aren't they? I guess I want to like value trade as much as I can and use my face to trade as much as I can. Technically a little better off like killing only the front halves, I think, in some cases, but the problem with that is it ends up giving them more damage on board right away to trade in themselves, right? So in other words, if I leave a bunch of 3/1s out, yes, of course, the Undying Disciple is more likely to kill them all in one fell swoop, but then they get to trade in a bunch of 3/1s, which might be able to target other things. Or I guess when these have taunts, maybe it's not that risky, but still a little risky. Composting. Okay, that's really good for them. Drawing a bunch of cards now. It's really good for them too. Okay. Dang, this game just got a second wave off that Ancient Reflections, which, listen, it's fair game, dude. Like, we've stolen plenty of games off Ancient Reflections. We cannot, we really can't say anything, right? I wonder if that's better on that or on the 10-7. Turns this into a 2-2. Maybe they have another wideboard buff. It's better. Maybe they just wanted to draw, I guess. That's probably why. It makes sense. I need a Dara still. Just give me a Dara and life is easy. Give me a Dara. Oh, I see. You don't need to use the hero power. You got that. That's cool. Adara? Anybody? Please, Adara one time. Let's look for Adara first here, I guess. Yeah, it's the best target, right? Yeah, everything's 3 attacks, so yeah. Adara? Crusty. Might want to save Crusty for emergencies later, right? Oh. No, I don't think I want them getting too many cards, do I? That seems bad. Oh, acorns, okay. I mean, I guess by some argument they're gonna get a ton of cards anyway, so does it really matter? Not sure. Boy. We went from having just like what felt like an insurmountable advantage to the game being, I would say, pretty even, right? Like we had such an enormous advantage, and now they have a ton of cards. They're getting more off due process. Yeah, I don't know. This game got really close all out of nowhere. I do ultimately still think my cards are going to outvalue theirs on average, right? We have some pretty insane plays. I'd also like to keep a few minions in hand for the Adara Mask of Mimicry line. I think that's probably a really important option we have. So. We'll see. We will see. Natural Causes finally getting rid of my dude. All right, see you, buddy. Some good buffs. I like that it's hitting the non-attacking targets, though. That's good news for us. They should probably kill the Bone Caller first so that they don't put another good minion in the pool of the Bone Caller here. Oh, that sequencing is good too for us, but I guess they were trying to hit the buff there for the clean trade, so the unfortunate consequence there of the minion taking damage was hard to avoid. Probably going to see a hero power Meta, if I had to guess. Makes sense to me. Another due process. Holy crap. Their deck is really dense. Why is their deck so much bigger than mine? I guess because of we've been taking a bunch of No More Pleases, maybe. I even have Scrolls of Wonder, right? So, oh, too much draw. We don't need this much draw. It's not good. Oh, that's bad too. Oh, come on, dude. Are you kidding me? You burned the one card I actually want. Come on. It's really sad. Oh, I should have bees first, actually. We have an order or a board size problem now without the bees going down first. Which, that's okay. Not the end of the world, actually.
Fear not.
My hand is so full, right? I think I'm gonna have to like dump a undying thingy. Right? Well, no, what am I? They played 2 due process. I'm going to 3 cards drawn, right? I think this is actually okay, isn't it? Okay. I mean, they're actually getting kind of light on resources, weirdly, despite the 2 processes, just because, well, not really, no. I mean, they have low value cards on average, but they're still getting so many per turn that I think they're going to be okay. I'm hoping they don't have any more powerful, like, treasure swing plays, since we already saw the sick, the guy there, but I just, the nature spell upside, right? They're just getting such big minions constantly. Like, look at this. Every turn, their minions are huge. Getting harder and harder for me to trade into this stuff effectively. Every turn. They can hero power the Krusty as well, unfortunately. I think we might lose this, guys. I don't know, man. I feel like we're so behind now, and they're just getting so much value, and the having the lower value cards, I guess, is actually kind of helpful because they can play a bunch more all at once per turn. I'm not able to play quite as many things quite as often because, you know, my cards are kind of bigger on average, and God forbid this Ancient of Lore. Who knew there were going to be 87 due processes coming down that ruined this? Not going to hero power. Interesting. Incarceration again. Okay, that does seem to last forever, I have to say, man. Feels like that last one was cast 30 minutes ago and it's still going. What in God's name do we do here? Basaleph honestly doesn't have that many good hits here. Bees, kind of garbage. Reborn Flesh Behemoth guy is cool, but I don't have that many targets. I guess I have Under Kings. That's pretty good. Maybe we just start trading these in here. Trade for the bees is 2. That puts it at 9. Bees does 4. That puts it at 5. Still don't really have a good angle though. Like I don't clear enough stuff that well here. Guess we kill the bigger one in this case then. I don't know. Not ideal maybe, but it's okay. Really sure what to do with this turn, to be honest, but just kind of dump some cards and soften some stuff up, right? That's my plan. We'll see if it works. Dude, why are their minions so tiny? Why are their minions so tiny? What happened? What happened? What? They got so small. Oh my god, dude. That's funny. Oh man. Even if we lose now, that's great. Worth it. Yeah, they have a tiny little baby board. Why is your board so tiny? Tiny little baby board. Oh, Flesh Behemoth's gonna overdraw me now, dude. That's gross. That's a lot of cards. We'll say Astalor is really good to see, though. Astalor Mask is actually... Maybe that's a win condition, right? Just get a bunch of Astalors in hand and just start slamming Astalors. I don't think so, though, because their boards are so big. I don't really see that being good enough. Like, a 16 damage Astalor is just not gonna connect enough, you know? We are gonna burn a billion cards, though, I guess. Gonna get a good board out of it though, I'll say. Basaleph also will just bring stuff back here after I trade in, so potentially a nutty turn. Oh, more card draw. It's gonna burn my meta, man. That sucks. Zyrella can get me more, so it's not the end of the world or anything, but it's still annoying. Okay, just burn everything. Jeez, bro. Just burn everything, dude. It's all good. Jeez, dude. Yeah, let's go Basaleph here, I guess. All those Under Kings, all that stuff, right? It's pretty good. I don't have a way to clear off this 8-1 other than trading in a 6-6 again, huh? That's gonna be annoying. But this isn't undead, so it doesn't matter. I was planning to Astalor this final one, but it still doesn't feel great, you know? Yeah, I definitely cannot. That should be safe to heal, right? I think it's still gonna get hero power. Dude, I'm just overdrawing a million. I can't help it though. There's nothing I can do. Just I hope I don't burn Xyrella is all we gotta hope for. But I'm gonna burn more than I draw, so it's actually more likely that I burn Xyrella. All right, I don't know. Best we got. Who needs cards anyway? I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, right? I don't have a choice. Nothing left to play there at the end of all this. So, okay, that's actually pretty small board. Only one thing getting buffed. Can I just get a lethal here? This feels like a lethal to me. I haven't checked yet, but it's starting to look like a lethal to me, man. Maybe not with those trades. 5, I have 12, 16, 19. Oh? Oh, Xyrella is such a clutch draw to get, dude. Oh, Adara loss sucks, but Xyrella is a home run. Can I clear this with, yeah, with an Under King? Is that lethal? What did I say? 12, 15, 19, 24. I'm not one off lethal, right? No. No, I'm not one off lethal, right? Xyrella's only heal, not damage. No. No. Mimic their minion? Oh yeah, can I do that? Hold up. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't have mana. Oh no, that's got to be worth more than this though. Oh yeah, hold up. Yeah, no, that's got to be lethal. Well, I can only play one though. I can only play one. Which is, oh god, I don't know, guys. It might be, but I can't. I can't. I don't know if I can risk it, guys. I don't know. It might have been. I don't know. It might have been, but I'm gonna play it safe. Board space wise, it was gonna be hard to get board space was my concern. Like I could play one, and I was gonna get maybe this and my face would have been enough. This didn't die to the trade-in though, right? It was only a 4/5, so I didn't get space to play another one. And if I sack the 2/2, I lose quite a bit of damage because you need the damage on the... You need all of the minions attacking. One would have given you 6 damage. Yeah, but I was gonna have 5 anyway off the Under King, right? And then it's board space and trading. There was maybe a way to do it, but I couldn't line up the trade fast enough. Because you had to get through the taunt and you needed another board space. You had to trade in a minion that died, but the Astalor with a single buff doesn't clear the taunt. And the 3/5 doesn't trade in. And if you trade in the 5 attack dude, then you lose damage over the Astalor. Somebody would have to go back and break down the math. I honestly have no idea. I don't know if that was going to be enough or not. This feels like enough, though. Surely, right? Yes, obviously. Quite enough. Woo! I want to go back and look. We're going to go back and look on HS Replay. I'm very curious. Dude, I thought they had that game back, honestly. I thought we were screwed, but the dormant minions coming back actually mattered so much. It's crazy. Looming Presence. I mean, unless we're playing a Mill Druid, might be pretty good. We like armor. That's fine. Hopefully not another Mill Druid's all. That's a good card, but we don't need these. I want to look at this turn one more time before we take on the final boss. So here we are. Okay. So no, that's not right, because there was a 4. There we go. There we are. 4/5 taunt, right? So we Mask of Mimicry. That's 2 mana. We have 8 mana remaining. We get a bunch of Claw Fury add-ups in hand, right? So we have 1 board space, and remember, this minion can't attack. It's only these 5 that can attack. So we also have face attacks on the Claw Fury, right? So we play a Claw Fury. This goes to 5, 6, 4, 3, and 11, and I have 1. Now, the problem is to get this, is that enough? Let's just say, right? So we trade in the 5, right? This goes here because that's clean. Then you have 6, 10, 13. Oh, that was just enough. 24, 25. Oh, you didn't need a second one. Yeah, actually, it wasn't that hard. Okay, I thought we needed a second one. You get to 25 right off the bat with just 1. Because you have a clean trade here. I was thinking we had to either trade in the Astalor or the Cultist Basaleph for clean math to make board space for a second, but you don't need a second. You don't even need to trade in. Astalor with 1 buff plus face with 2 buffs clears the taunt. You can't clear the taunt with Astalor and buffs because you need the Astalor to die. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, maybe just use the 2 damage. Yeah, that would be another angle. So trade this in for 3, then get the second one and play it on your face for 2 because you've already played 1. Then you play a second one. That's 5. Yeah, that would be another way, but I don't think you need it. I think you just take 1 and then you have 6, 10, 13, 24, 25 on your face. They're 25. Yeah, you just needed 1. I thought we were going to do some crazy trade-in thing, so I just gave up. Which I'll maintain. If you're in that scenario where you don't have it mapped out yet, you shouldn't try to force it and figure it out last second because you're going to make a worse play. So you just take the good play that you already had lined up before you risk throwing away a good play for the best play. Because if you're going to drop the best play 90% of the time, it's not the best play, right? It is a bad play in that case. Nate the Great, thanks for the 4 months, man. I don't know what that address is, but thanks. Not the White House. But oh, was that you, Nate the Great? It was an honor playing against you. I was on the couch on my phone, and when I realized at the end, I screamed to my wife to get the laptop. We made it just in time to see your reaction winning. Had to stall while getting the computer up at the end, so I apologize for the rope. Oh, we didn't even notice. If you were that last game, the game was so intense. Oh, it was you, Nate the Great, right there. Yeah, I didn't even notice your name. Don't worry, man. It was that was a crazy one. We thought you got us when you played those card tuts. I was very worried. The Ancient Reflections card tut was nuts. That was really good. Very, very scary. When did you draw that Ancient Reflections? Oh, you didn't. It was off the Nightshade Bud. That's right, and it targeted the card tuts. Crazy. You didn't get to target the Ancient Reflections on the card tuts, right? It was random. I'm assuming it's random based on the way that card is worded, but Regis got doxxed, yeah, with the DC address. Yes, I moved to Washington DC this morning. Yeah. Final boss, guys, crazy. I cannot believe this runs at 11 wins, dude. That's really wild. Really, really nuts. Again, I'll say the same thing we've said the last few games. I think we have to hard mulligan for good taunts here. I don't think anything other than good taunts and payoff cards is going to be enough. I do like Underkings against Shock Spitter Hunter, so maybe an Underking is good, but a little slow. This hand's very slow. Is this the same guy we played earlier? We definitely played somebody with these 2 passives earlier. Brand Bronzebeard, his name was, no, HQLR. No, different guy, but same passives. Tintin? Not a Tintin. Kobold on 2. Boy, I think it might be. This hand's not so good that I can't sacrifice it. I need taunts early to shut down this chip damage. Leaves me plenty of room to top deck. Yeah, this hand's not good enough. Yeah, let's do better. Give me taunts. 3 taunts. 3 taunts. Okay, not taunts. Dang. Really sad. This sucks. I mean, the 6/6 is really good on board. That's great. Don't get me wrong. Shuts down the 2 attack, but boy, I guess if we draw a Kartet, I'll be happy. Savara, I mean, is intriguing. Don't get me wrong. I think that's kind of cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be cool enough. Undying Allies. This dude's undead, probably, right? Yeah, that might be worth it just for an extra dude. I don't know. Kind of digging that they took 6 here. Honestly, yeah, let's just fill our mana and give this Reborn. It's maybe not good because of this 1/3, but yeah, I don't know. It might be. They might need the 1/3 to get the math to kill the front half, and then you know you're left with a 6/1 that's hitting them pretty hard. They are not scared to take 18 damage off this. I'll tell you that, man. And even if it does just kill the 1/3, I mean that's fine too, right? We spent 1 mana to kill a 1/3. That's worth something, and saved a life. We saved a life. Tintin, give me a Tintin. Oh, that would have been so good, dude. So good. This is probably better than the Valinor for now. We certainly have a lot of 4-cost cards, so I'm not expecting this to connect. So right now this has the Reborn spell in it, and maybe this Reborn spell as well, which clearly isn't like a home run Savara, but might be okay. All right, they're rocking a lot of life gain, which makes sense for their willingness to take some damage there. I see. This is definitely worthwhile. Tons of cards and sticky taunts are perfect. Pathmaker's just a tempo play. We don't care. All right, so Savara's almost active. We need 1 more spell. Something like Gift of the Naru might be really cool, which I think we have a very high likelihood to draw off of this 5/5, don't we? Oh, that's a good play. Dang. They're going to go face. I love it, dude. That's baller. Oh, no, they can't. There's a taunt. Never mind. No, you're not. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, idiot. No, you're not. That's funny. Yeah, maybe we just go here and here and save that Savara for next turn. Bone Collar into Valinar's really good tempo again. I like how much we're just hitting them and keeping them on the back foot with these taunts, because every time they want to swing, it's like, oh, actually, you have to take more damage, bro. Sorry, dude. Now, that said, you know, 40 is still going to be in range for them before too long on their Shock Spitter stuff. So we either need armor or to kill them, right? We don't have forever. 40 is not enough on its own. Under Kings and stuff would feel very good in that case if we can't kill them first. Like, I want to stay at 40 so we make sure we give ourselves great breakpoints for as long as possible, but at some point, it's not going to be sufficient. So we have to... Don't kill my board. Don't kill my board. Okay. That's probably not too bad. Oh, I don't get to pick? They pick for me? Okay. Cool. I get it. That's the Savara now active. Thinking maybe Mita's better, though. Ooh, fun. Another taunt here. Doesn't really have a good thing to go with it's the problem. Mita's a little higher pressure, I guess. Alright. It's got healing and reborn stuff. No face damage cards, but Worthy Expedition can turn into damage sometimes. There are like attack cards and stuff, so hopefully that can help us find, or buffs, of course, board buffs, Power of the Wild type stuff. Okay, not the taunt. That's good news. That's really nice. Means they might have to take another 5 here. Oh, never mind. They're gonna clear a minion though. That's good. Oh, the Mita's back immediately. This poor guy. Oh, that's unlucky, dude. That's so unlucky. Oh, geez, that feels really unfortunate. Eagle Horde Bow. Okay. Another Spirit Guide's pretty cool. Just want to make minions, right? I think... Boy, I wish I could play like 2 minions here. That's 4 attack. Oh. Dang. Okay, so we can take... I think we take the Feral Rage, right? We could just give the Mark of Nature to the Mita and like say, hey, you're gonna live and do a lot of damage, but I kind of like the surprise aspect of this. Plus, it can be armor if we feel like we've lost the board battle. This might give me that extra turn or 2 to recover the board battle a little bit. So I think I like that more. You know what? Let's draw. Heal here doesn't really do anything but draw 1. This draws 2, so Astalor and Worshipper are extra damage, actually. That might be important. So it's like 4, 6, 8 from hand, right? No, 4, 7, 9 from hand. Even better. Yeah, cool. Taking 5 there. Guard the city, that's okay. Hero power's okay. Well, Delar is actually not okay.
Yes, master.
Clockwork Assistant's not okay. We still just have it here though, right?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Cool, dude.
Did I spook ya?
12 freaking wins, guys. Are you serious, dude? This deck came out of nowhere. Are you serious? We even threw that game in such hilarious fashion. I don't know we were gonna win that game anyway, so probably still would have been a 2-loss run, but crazy, dude. Shockspitter getting wrecked indeed. The taunts just shutting people down. Really nice, dude. Really nice run. Good gold. Let's go, man. Feel better about my sabotage now. Don't worry. It was fine either way. Crazy run. Espresso, thanks for the 100 bits. Man, that's really nice. Amazing. The deck's main weakness is when your board is all dormant minions. Yeah, that's our only downfall. When we accidentally have a board of dormant minions. Dude, that was a great run, guys. Really gonna be a highlight YouTube run too. Perfect. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. I'm gonna go. That was perfect. I wanted to stream for about 3 hours tonight, and I wanted to get a video, and both of those things were achieved in high fashion there. So I'm gonna hop off. Let me drop a raid before I go. Tomorrow I plan to do more Hearthstone and more Marvel Snap. Since we didn't get a chance to snap tonight, I want to come back tomorrow for some snap action. But let me drop a raid. Glass of Spiders. Looking forward to the thumbnail. Oh, thanks, man. I'll probably try to dress it up somehow with Basaleph, but that's definitely the plan. So, yeah, have fun on the raid, everybody. Thank you a ton. And I will see all of you tomorrow, maybe, if you're around. Yeah, keep an eye out on YouTube for this run, of course. Love you. Thank you for watching. And enjoy this raid. And until next time, game on.